What's up, guys? What the fuck is going on, guys? Oh, wow, wow, wow. 25 people off the rip. And I have to say, it feels fucking great to be able to say this with confidence. This is Lick the Whole Boot, Boot Productions, Boot Body Cam. Call me whatever you want. Just make sure that you do not call me late for dinner, guys. The boot is fucking back. That's all I can say. I know that it might have really fucked with some people's minds. They just can't wrap their fucking heads around it. But don't worry, guys. We will get into it more. I promise you that. We will get into it more. But why don't we go over whose brain the boot broke today? And let's all fucking laugh at them. That's what I say is when you see a doofus around, you laugh at the doofus. It's pretty clear you laugh at the doofus. So you guys got to get me a second. I'm trying to get everything back. It's so crazy. It appears that my subs are saved. The subs that I had subscribed to me, though, they are completely gone, except for 75, 80 good motherfuckers who came right back. But my actual moderators, they're gone. So I have to reassign those as I can remember. But guys, holy shit, I can't believe it. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I hacked JP and I hacked you too, Todd. I hacked you guys because of the paycheck I got. See, the paycheck that I get, guys, it allows me to basically buy like the best set of meta glasses. Like Todd got like, when you go and buy a car, how you can get the most like luxurious like model, or you can get like the base with like the roll up windows. Yeah, so the roll up windows, that's like the meta glasses that Todd got. Because I'm not a poor sack of shit like Todd. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna make fun of people for being poor, but because I do have a little bit more resources behind me than Todd has, my meta glasses are way better. Not only can they record for, by the way, Todd, more than 12 minutes of fucking clip, but they can also resurrect a YouTube channel. They can hack a fucking doofus in his fucking basement. They can do a lot of amazing things. That's why I paid the extra money, Todd. Okay. You got to learn, man. But guys, let's fucking revel in the doofusness, guys. As you know, Doofus Crest is on strong. And while Terry might have the lead, I have a feeling Todd is going to pull up on him pretty fucking quick. If you guys were watching Secret Courtship earlier, you guys would know that Todd decided to pull a classic Chris Ryder maneuver. He said, you know what? I know I spent a whole week claiming this was bullshit. These are frivolous charges, blah, 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 blah. I got no problem fighting this, but yet he pulls the Chris Ryder tactic and he kicks the can down the road. So from what I've heard now, his court hearing is going to be sometime in the middle of July. And I'm thinking maybe what he's trying to do is he's trying to get a continuance on the same date that Finkel is trying to get a continuance. That way, not only can they go ahead and they can, do a road trip together, but then also that way they can essentially try to, in their mind, gang up on Rabbit, which they can try. Don't think it's going to work very well, but all right, guys. So today I got a message. I got an email back that I have been waiting to get for quite a while now. And this email basically said, hey, we are willing to consider to not exactly give you your channel back, but what we are willing to do is we are willing to allow you to utilize a new channel. Now, with that being said, once again, clearly there's still some things that are saved, which make me wonder, is it really a new channel or is it just like a reset with certain rules put down? I'm actually thinking about making some videos about this exact situation just for people who find themselves in a similar situation in the future. But right here, we've got Todd. And when Todd starts his stream, he's already red faced. I can't tell if he was out in the hot sun or if he's been drinking. I would probably say most likely the latter of both. But he's sitting here, he's doing his typical thing, watching Fleckus talk. And he ends up getting his mind fucking blown. Every single little hamster running in their little wheels fucking just fell over like fainting goats. They did not know what to do. Fucking shook as fuck. As Jeff would say over at Hill Pirate Studios, felt it. Fucking felt it as fuck. So I figured we would let's review that, guys. So let's get the secret comment out of the way. 45 good people in here. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, seriously, it feels so good to be back. It's not even funny.
Happen. But here we go. All right, let's get started. Tonight we're gonna do a little bit of SUCKAS talks.
So is MWA. I had a lot of mods from my memory. Uh-oh, why did we lose audio? Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. I think that's his side. Did he mute me somehow? That's him. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, Todd's like really good at this shit.
Thank you.
Know?
So it would appear this, guys. It would appear that even though my case is not public, somebody is putting my documents all over the internet, and they seem to have an SS attached to their name. There's something about repeating initials, consonants in particular. Yeah, I'm unmuted now, though.
See if we can get more than
it's one of those situations where it's like
he's got. We already do. We're at the same amount, basically. 43, 42
syndrome going on. But let's get on with this, guys. Let's get on with some SUCKAS Talks, the podcast.
Right. Yeah. And then economically, Seattle's doing bad as well. Blackstone is planning to leave. Can you read that?
Don't forget, guys, if you like the Folded Felon, that's Direct D right there. Direct D, the Folded Felon. If you like the Folded Felon, you like the wacky inflated.
Do you guys hear that like high pitched fucking sound in the back? It almost sounds like the backup alarm for like a cement truck or like a dump truck or something. It's weird.
Folded Felon guy. Just let him know. Let him know how much you like that he made an appearance on my set. The Folded Felon is just spurging out right behind me. It's pretty loud, though. I don't know if I'm going to keep that going.
Really, Todd? Oh, that's what the noise is. It's his fucking miniature, wacky wave, inflatable arm, flailing tube man. That's the fucking name of it, all right, Todd? It's not the Folded Felon. You're not going to try to reinvent the fucking wheel and take credit for it, okay?
It's kind of got a high-pitching whine, kind of like Direct D does.
That headline, please.
Yeah, Blackstone to sell iconic Seattle.
Well, the GJM says 100%. How are they getting those documents? Well, I'm guessing the alleged victim.
I do want to point out, too, if you guys look right here, it says subscribers only mode. Now, subscribers only mode has been on for the entire time. The entire time. Okay. And speaking of lick the whole boot, Gigi, the fraud hunter, said, now you're licking LIA's boots. I'm done. Unsubscribed. Bye. Todd, are you over there licking boots, my buddy? We're going to have to catch up after this. We're going to have to catch up, Todd.
Is the one that's distributing these things to everyone, hoping that they'll just put it out everywhere. I wonder if that's going to backfire on somebody. I really wonder. I wonder if that's going to backfire on somebody. I wonder if that's going to bite somebody in the ass.
The Walmart last chance before dumpster
aisle. Skyscraper at 54%.
He said, also, I got my copy of the documents from the court website. Just an FYI for the retards watching the chat. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing, Jeff, is Todd gets kind of confused and he conflates him not being smart enough to find it with it just not being available. And that's not typically the case. It's just Todd's not the smartest. And let's just call it for what it is. I'm not sure if Todd utilized a lawyer or possibly a program or even a YouTube lawyer like Terry Moore, like David Cranston, any of those fucking doofuses. I wonder if he got help from them, because we know he definitely filed a motion to continue. And I mean, to be fair, Todd's not smart enough to file a motion to continue on his own. Even though it's super fucking easy, I'm sorry, Todd was not able to do that on his own. He 100% had to have had fucking help from one of the YouTube self-proclaimed fucking lawyers, whether it was Terry or whether it was fucking Six Jokes.
Loss as jobs and businesses flee. And I don't want to just stomp on Seattle too much. That's kind of happening everywhere, but it
would
is
make sense
obviously
secret.
happening a lot more in those Democrat strongholds with shitty policies, right?
And there is a little bit of context there. Can you give that a read?
And that's the real question. I mean, fuck, we want to talk about Rico, guys. I wonder what you guys would find on Todd's Discord, on Todd's text messages. How many people who are practicing law behind the scenes who are not bar certified or do not have a law degree? I bet you'd find at least 2 or 3. Almost could fucking promise you it.
Yeah, Seattle's office vacancy rate reached 33.3% in the first quarter of 2026, significantly higher than the national average of 20.2.
So basically, it's happening nationwide, but in these deep blue.
And a quick update, because here's the thing. When I find out more concrete information, I got no problem sharing it. From what is being thought, is believed that Todd hired a lawyer. So it looks like Fink not only took care of that AC, Fink took care of that AT too, or sorry, that AF, that attorney's fee. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. What's a boot? I don't know what's a boot. Say law, Muckster. Fucking say law already, man. Fuck. 57 good people in here. 59 now. Geez, you guys are freaking me out over here. Ooh.
Blue cities, it's happening way worse. And then a lot of the taxpayers are leaving. Remember a few weeks ago, we showed the mayor saying, oh, if you're a billionaire or a millionaire who doesn't want to pay the taxes, bye. And she had a little attitude. We have some numbers now when it comes to how much they're losing.
Yeah, and this was before that even happened. So this is, I think, 2023 data. King County lost $2.19 billion in income as more than 68,000 tax filers moved away. The latest figures suggest King County may be exchanging higher income taxpayers for lower income newcomers like the trans people.
Yeah. All
I'm gonna
channels
try to
can
go
redirect
more.
to my content. Right. Close. Okay. I don't think I saved it, did I? But that's all right. That is all right.
Here we go.
To Seattle and Wyoming.
It's
So,
somewhere
but let me see
around
something.
here.
A lot of the
fucking
taxpayers are
hiding.
leaving. Remember a few weeks ago, we showed the mayor saying, oh,
2026.
Where are they getting those documents? Well, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm unmuted now, though.
Was it before?
We just need 18 more. All the colors. I'm waiting for a nice little subscriber mode. Only is perfect, though. If you're not subscribed, you can't chat.
I can't.
Oh my
find it,
God,
guys.
he
I
has
fucking
alcohol
lost it.
bottles.
I lost it.
The horror. The horror. Who can I run and tattle to? Exactly. Yes. Okay. There's the 4 roses. Y'all buy me a nice little whiskey.
It has to be somewhere around here, folks.
I've got
Hold
some Elijah Craig on deck right there. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for a nice little $20 in super chats. I don't care how many super chats it takes. As soon as I hit $20, I'm gonna pour a nice little 2 fingers. So
There you
you
go,
guys,
right on here.
you guys are responsible for whether or not I get to tie one on tonight. But let me get a goal going here, chat. What do you say? I don't know if you can hear like this thing's wicked loud, man. I wish it wasn't quite that loud. All right, 10 super chats are high. Let's see, 3 hours.
221, negative 221. Thank you.
All the colors.
Here, we're coming up on it right now.
Goals are important.
Yep, it's
in
right here.
Life.
Get ready, guys.
I respect this man. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Corey.
Hey, champ. Drink up.
Looks like we got another one. Look at, he's so desperate for attention.
All right, guys. So help me out here because sometimes I'm really slow and sometimes I need 50 people to reassure me because I have low self-esteem like Todd, right? But is it just me or are like there are two names there who are kind of like, I don't know, different than the others you see on screen? Kind of like the same color as like wet garbage, right? Blue, right? I think when your name is blue, especially if it pops up in the chat as a blue text, it's usually indicates that you're a moderator, right, guys? That's how like YouTube moderation works, right? You're blue, right? I think so. My mods are like blue, so I thought that my mods were blue, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. That's what I'm saying. I see like the boots blue with the shield. Yeah. Well, not with the shield on the screen, but in the little video I put out, you can see it. But yeah. Hill Pirate blue like his balls. Yeah, exactly. So let's watch what Todd does, and let's watch how Todd reacts. How Todd tries to do his best inebriated to figure out what the fuck is going on. He's like, wait. I thought I took that channel down a couple years ago. How is it back? You know, it's kind of like I forget what that one movie is where like they think the dude's dead and they think they got him, but then he comes back. I don't want to say RoboCop. It definitely wasn't RoboCop, but I think the storyline would be pretty close. He's like, I thought I took you out. Think again, sucker.
I kept you a mod.
Oh, by the way, I also made sure a nanosecond before he decided to take away me being a mod. Fucking Indian giver, fucking Todd, you bagel. Fucking Indian giver. But nanosecond before, I totally fucking banned Terry for a split second. So, ha 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 ha.
I don't think I did, bro. Yeah, you weren't a moderator. You were never a moderator.
Then how was I able to time out Tyrants Beware? And how was I able to type? How do I have screenshot evidence, Todd, that I, just like JP, have a blue name with a shield on the right side? Explain that away, Todd, Mr. Truth Seeker, Mr. I Tell the Truth. You know what I hope, Todd? I hope that the judge that you see in July gets to see this exact clip so they can see how blatant of a liar you are when your entire chat of 40 people can clearly see somebody's a mod. You will still lie and deflect directly to their fucking faces to try and save face because that's how intelligent your audience is, Todd. You have inherited the fucking Chris Ryder doofus squad. Just look at your chat. Look at who you let in your chat. Exactly, Angel. 100%. Just another lie from Todd Bryant.
All right. You guys always pick the worst time to send me emails, like right when I'm doing my live streams. You guys always want to send me emails, but don't read it. Stay focused on your thing. So Glory's starting it off with $1.99 win. Okay, fair enough. There we go. We just need $18 more in super chats, guys, and we can pour a little bit of deliciousness.
Rabbit said, Operation Boots EXE successful. Mod privileges acquired. The firewall has fallen. The snacks are secured, and the kingdom is ours. Next, totally not real hack sequence initiates in T-minus 26 minutes. Beep, 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 beep.
Let me see real quick.
Hey, let go, let go. Somebody hurt. Oh, shit. Oh, you all right? I think.
See, that's when you know no one's really coming to help you. That dude was not going to get in between that boob and that dog. Was not going to get in between the boob and the dog. Was like, nope, not doing it. Not going to happen.
That's the thing. I don't remember if I was a managing mod. I think I was just a standard moderator because at the time, that was the time wherever Todd decided to randomly take me off being a mod. So then I turned around and I took him off being a mod on my channel without saying anything. And he got all up in his fifi, said something. And I'm like, well, Todd, I took you off as a mod because you took me off as a mod. So why are you getting so upset about it, dude? And then finally he was like, well, fine, I'll put you back as a mod. Now, when he did that, I don't know if he made me a managing moderator. If he did, it would have been fucking hilarious because I would have 100% timed out fucking JP wet fucking garbage in a heartbeat. But I saw Terry and I'm like, fuck that little weasel. I'm getting that guy. So just got him.
But here we go.
Yep, I'll see how
Let's get started. Tonight we're going to do a little bit of SUCKAS talks.
Oh, God. He doesn't know what to do, guys. He's muted. He doesn't know what to do. Come on, Todd. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Mist is the only managing mod, guys. Except for Finkel, Tim. That's wrong now because Finkel is a managing mod. So, Hill Pirate Studio said, I was trying to fuck around and took Killer's wrench at one point, hoping Retard picked up on it, but I forgot and modded him next time he was in the
It would
chat.
appear this, guys. It would appear that even though my case is not public, somebody is putting my documents all over the internet, and they seem to have an SS attached to their name. There's something about repeating initials, consonants
such a
in
fucking
particular.
doofus.
Yeah, I'm unmuted now though. But you know, it's one of those situations where it's like there seems to be a repeating.
Todd, brother, you got to figure out a new formula, man. All right, guys, let's bring it in real quick. All right, bring it in real quick. I don't want to have to yell. All right. Hey, Todd. So you might want to change your formula. You've been running your channel for 3 years now. You helped take my old channel down. I got my channel back when I got home from work about 4 hours ago. And I already have almost 20 people more than you do, Todd. What does that tell you, Todd? What does that tell you, man? Do people really support you? Or, just like you said, do people use you to do the duplicitous shit that they don't want to do, Todd? Because I've got a feeling that you might actually be kind of right about that. Maybe just a wee bit.
Initials syndrome going on. But let's get on with this.
Thank you, Canada.
Let's get on with some SUCKAS Talks, the podcast.
Destroyed, right?
Yeah. And then economically, Seattle's doing bad as well.
Jeff said 28 likes. I haven't seen his chat have 28 active people in it like almost ever. Exactly. And keyword, Todd, because I know you'll cry about this later. Keyword is active people, like active in your content, not the people who sit there and they sit in your chat, but the entire time they're talking about something completely fucking different than anything you are reviewing at the current time.
Blackstone is planning to leave. Can you read that?
Don't forget, guys, if you like the folded felon, that's Direct D right there. Direct D, the folded felon. If you like the folded felon, you like the wacky inflatable folded felon guy, just let him know. Let him know how much you like that he made an appearance on my set. The folded felon is just spurging out right behind me. It's pretty loud, though. I don't know if I'm going to keep that going. It's kind of got a high-pitching whine, kind of like Direct D does.
That headline, please.
Yeah, Blackstone to sell iconic Seattle.
Well, GJM says 100%. How are they getting those documents? Well, I'm guessing I'm guessing the alleged victim is the one that's distributing these things to everyone, hoping that they'll just put it out everywhere. I wonder if that's going to backfire on somebody. I really wonder. I wonder if that's going to
Probably
backfire on
about
somebody. I wonder
Dr.
if that's
Phil.
going to bite somebody in the ass. Uh-oh.
Skyscraper at 54% loss.
And this just goes to show you what kind of creator Todd is. Todd knows and realizes that there is an audible disturbance that's being made on his live stream. It's even getting to the point where it's bothering him. But yet he's going to recognize it. He's going to point it out to his audience. And then he's going to continue to put them through the fucking disturbance just because he's fucking Todd.
As jobs and businesses flee. And I don't want to just stomp on Seattle too much. That's kind of happening everywhere, but it is obviously happening a lot more in those Democrat strongholds with shitty policies.
And there is a little bit of context there. Can you give that a read?
Yeah, Seattle's office vacancy rate reached 33.3% in the first quarter of 2026, significantly higher than the national average of 20.2.
So basically, it's happening nationwide, but in these deep blue cities, it's happening way worse. And then a lot of the taxpayers are leaving. Remember, a few weeks ago, we showed the mayor saying, oh, if you're a billionaire or a millionaire who doesn't want to pay the taxes, bye. And she had a little attitude. We have some numbers now when it comes to how much they're losing.
Yeah, and this was before that even happened. So this is, I think, 2023 data. King County lost $2.19 billion in income as more than 68,000 tax filers moved away. The latest figures suggest King County may be exchanging higher income taxpayers for lower income newcomers, like the trans people who
Yes, DJM. Yes, DJM.
moved from the oil field, remember?
Let's see how that works. Oh, this could play out nicely.
All right, guys. And Don said he actually, when he had actual mods, we got his chat rolling constantly. Being a mod isn't just about revenge hiding like JP does. 100%.
That's funny, like euphemism wise, tax filers. That's what.
All right. I'm not going to be able to listen to that high pitched whiny sound. I just can't do it, dude. Not with my tinnitus. Can't do it. I can't.
Oh, get the fuck out of here with your 50 cal fucking ear. Really, dude. I can't take this with my 50 cal ear, guys. I didn't serve my country for this shit. I didn't serve it to be hidden in this fucking basement listening to this constant fucking squeaking. I'm Todd.
Cannot do it. So I don't know who licked the whole boot too was. That wasn't lick the whole boot.
It wasn't, Todd. It wasn't. See, guys, I'll be honest with you. I have not seen this, which is why I decided to go live, because I heard he really kept fucking going into it. So let's see what his conspiracy is, right, guys? I mean, because God forbid, I know he's not going to look it up. He's not going to check. He's not going to hear this sexy and handsome voice that he used to fall asleep to. Actually, probably still self-admittedly does fall asleep to my voice. I know he admitted the other night to falling asleep to both mine and K4's voice. And Todd has said in the past, to be very fair and candid, that he would like to roll around with K4 on a mat and feel his calloused hands. And to also be fair, Todd did not, really specify if this was like with clothes on, with them off. So you never really know.
That person's not a mod. So I'm just a little confused.
How's that person not a mod when he showed up in your chat to be a mod? Can you explain that, Todd? Can you? Can you explain, like, I don't know, stuff kind of like this?
I
mean, I don't know, guys. It looks like those line up with what was on the screen, right? Do you guys think that what you're seeing in that live chat match up with what was on his little TTS screen? Because they're the same thing. And look at that. I mean, let's do a comparison real quick, right? So here is my name right here. Here's a little shield, right? And then let's take that down and let's put this back up. This is the current live stream. And let's look at like JP, right? Oh, look, JP's name is blue and it has a shield on the side. No fucking way, which would mean he's a mod, right?
Important.
It's weird.
Life. I respect this man. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Corey. Uh-oh. Looks like we got another one. Looks like we got another one. Look at it. He's so desperate for attention. I kept you a mod. I don't think I did, bro. Yeah, you weren't a moderator. You were never a moderator. Yeah, you weren't a moderator. You were never a moderator. Yeah, you weren't a moderator. You were never a moderator.
Never a moderator, even though it's sitting right there. Read him in fucking weep, you fucking liar, Todd. You fucking liar. Everybody knows too. Nope, not a mod. Don't care what you show. Nope, not a mod. So, yeah. All right, let's see what Todd's brain, I guess, goes to.
Used as to how that person, unless that was somebody else, one of my other mods that changed their name to make it seem like they were like the whole boot too. So
Really?
let me see something real quick. Let me take a peek.
Ooh.
The people you want, those tax filers, damn tax filers.
Yeah, and
Come on, Todd. No interesting, no fascinating, not even one little Todd quip. I must have really felt it. You must be really felt it, because you look shook as fuck, Todd. All over something so simple to understand. You know, back from the dead, man. What can I say?
we were always told, especially by the mayor and then like people who believe in her, that like the billionaires and millionaires are cheating the system and they don't pay their fair share and they need to be taxed more. Well, you raise the taxes and they left. So sounds like they were paying something.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, not worth it anymore. See ya. And that's how it goes. And then I have a breakdown here from Swan Marcus, someone I found on Twitter, and he does a deeper dive into Seattle and why it's so fucked. Can you give that a read, please?
Yeah, and this guy's like a liberal. He's a liberal / progressive type.
He's
who's now
tabled,
kind of
felt
being more
gone
honest,
at
I
this
think.
point.
Or in this case, at least. He said people seem to be misinterpreting why Seattle is fucked. Seattle is not fucked because they overregulate big businesses or because of the millionaires tax.
Are we
They're effed because they
fucking-
overregulate small and mid-sized.
Are we kidding, Todd? You are so fucking lazy, even after losing all of that weight, that you cannot take 2 seconds to turn the fuck around and grab something. Are you fucking serious right now? You have to use a fucking helping hand. Guys, we have to rewind that. That is fucking hilarious.
Seattle's minimum wage policies and excessive
dude.
service sector regulations. Inflation in Seattle is now 5% and nominal wage growth is 3%, meaning real wages fell 2% in the last 12 months.
They
There you go.
are red. I
Yeah,
didn't notice
sure
that.
would like to know who they got 54 subscribers.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
we must have hopped forward. We need to go back to where. Yeah, there you go. Look, guys, you guys want to screenshot that? If you guys want to screenshot that, that's a perfect screenshot right there. Todd reaching back towards his liquor bottles with a fucking helping hand. I shit you fucking not. I shit you fucking not. Hey, thanks, Todd. And by the way, you're fucking lied once again. I think I've got more than 50 subs at this point. So I think, maybe if I get really lucky and I really hope it in my heart, maybe when I check, I'll have at least 100. That would be so cool too. If in fact, oh, so close, dude. 97. You guys all fucking rock so much. Like, seriously, I cannot even begin to put in words how like appreciative and grateful I am for you guys. It's been a long time since I've been able to utilize this account. So definitely pretty hyped.
Big businesses or because of the millionaires tax. They're effed because they overregulate small and mid-sized businesses, which caused a massive localized inflationary spiral that is forcing out big businesses because labor costs are too high. Seattle massively overregulated the service sector by imposing gargantuan minimum wages on restaurants and delivery apps, plus implementing a zillion other regulations that caused service sector costs to soar. Seattle's housing prices are actually declining, but their inflation rate has been 1 to 1.5 points higher than the national average, despite reduced housing costs. This is caused mainly by food service prices rising at 7% a year due to Seattle's minimum wage policies and excessive service sector regulations. Inflation in Seattle is now 5% and nominal wage growth is 3%, meaning real wages fell 2% in the last 12 months.
So there you go.
Yeah, sure would like to know who they got 54 subscribers. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. 54 subscribers. Huh. Good. I'm glad you're watching my ads. Thanks for watching my ads. Put an L in the chat for the loser.
What do you mean? I was a mod, you fucking idiot. Ooh, thanks for watching my. So we're gonna deflect around the fact that you fucking lied blatantly again to your audience, Todd? Like, are we fucking serious? Guys, when we hit the 40-minute mark, we are opening this up in celebration of the resurrection of Boot. Oh, guys, I'm fucking hyped. I'm so hyped. Todd's drunk as a fucking skunk. He's fucking shook as fuck, past the level of being felt it. I'm having a great time, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
You have been weighed. You have been measured.
And you absolutely
Have been found wanting. Welcome to the new world. God save you, if it is right that he should do so.
Todd is so felt it he's got to go on standby to like collect and gain his composure. I broke Todd's brain, guys.
Well, should have made better decisions then, huh? Aaron Queen should have made better decisions.
I guess.
Yeah. So
I guess that Aaron's trying to get his way back, and he's like, "Hey, could you unblock me? Look, I'm on my main account, so no ads. Can you unblock my main account so I can still celebrate with you tomorrow?" Like,
apparently, impersonating my account.
Impersonating your account
Right.
now. So because I've got you as my banner, that's fucking golden, guys. I had no clue he was gonna get this spurgy over it.
Now, who's stalking who?
Oh, now you're being stalked, Todd. You fucking beta bitch. You're being stalked now, bro. Get out of here with that puss crap, bro. Grow a spine, Todd. Aren't you supposed to be a badass retired combat vet? Don't you think you wouldn't be such a Nancy about everything and maybe, like, I don't know, lighten the fuck up a little bit? Maybe pull the stick out of your fucking ass, Todd. That's why no one likes you, because the way you act, bro. You're a fucking buzzkill, except for when you're drunk and screaming. Then you're just fun to point and laugh at.
Who's stalking who exactly? That's interesting. Very interesting.
Ooh, he's mad, guys. He's fucking pissed off right now. He's look at how red he got. Like, he's visibly more red from before him going on standby. Like, look, like this is him before standby. He's still pretty red. And then here is, hold on. Here's right after standby when he's flipping out about it. Look, because that's why he's on standby. He's looking for the account because he's so fucking shook.
So yeah. So apparently, impersonating my account. Right. Now, who's stalking who?
How is that impersonating your account, Todd? Could you even explain that logic trail? Like, honestly, bro, you got 47 people, 46. Someone just dropped off. Let's take that. Sucker.
Who's talking who exactly? That's interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I can't wait till there's a reckoning.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean, Todd? A reckoning of what? you spurg, Todd. You spurg. Right, Don. No pew-pews and the boots back. This is the worst day of his life. No. It really is too, bro. I'm having a great time. Todd's not having a good time, guys. Todd is not having a good time whatsoever. Whatsoever. As the title says, I broke Toad's teeny tiny brain.
Oh, it is like the whole boot. You got most of those subscribers from Secret, huh? So Secret's behind helping to facilitate stalking of my channel. Okay. Supporting the stalking.
Oh, okay. You got us. You got us, Todd. You really connected all those dots real quick, fast. You should keep pursuing that evidentiary trail and see where it leads you. You fucking doofus.
Channel that's using my images without my permission. Interesting. Trying to present themselves as me.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
There we go, guys. I finally got my Todd quip I was making for like 20 minutes ago. Interesting. Interesting. Now, with that being said, guys, we have hit the 40-minute mark, so we are going to open up this panel a bit. I think it's fucking hilarious how much of a spurg Todd's being. And honestly, I'd love to get some of your guys' opinion too. It's fucking, as Todd would say, delicious. So let's get this in here. We will pin this. And we're going to try to go and shoot for about an hour and a half. It depends on how much more we can get Todd to spurg. But like I said, I do digress. Gotta go to sleep at some point.
I think somebody's got a crush on me. Let me see. Some more looking.
They have their own little more intense version of inflation because of all the stupid policies.
And you can see where it's like, well, everyone deserves a living wage. Let's try to do the right thing. And then you fuck up the economy.
Broken Bone says, I would get a TPO. It seems.
And guys, the first one up is Muckster. What's up, Muckster?
How's it going? Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So what's your opinion on the whole...
Oh, wait a second. Wait. I forgot to mute YouTube. Hold on a second. I can't hear you.
That's okay.
Okay, now.
Yeah, I was going to say...
What's my opinion on what?
Yeah, so did you get a chance to see whenever I commented in his chat?
Oh, yeah.
What was your opinion on his reaction?
He's a moron? I mean, how can he sit there and look at a blue name and go, yeah, you're not a mod. You're lying to me. I mean, either he's an idiot, which we do know he is, because I swear my mother is better at technology than Todd, and she's been dead for 10 years. But I mean, if he was like trying to lie, who's he fucking kidding? Either way, he's stupid.
I think he's trying to lie to himself, Muckster.
Well, that could be.
You know, if
I never made you a mod. I wouldn't do that because I don't like you because you stabbed me in the back right after I stabbed you.
That's me. Like I said, I didn't know that because I left shortly after he blocked me. Like I said, I did block Terry right before the privilege was stripped away. But I didn't know that it got into his head that much. And I think he keeps going on about it too for a while. So let's see what happens.
Seems to be the thing to do. Now, I would only get a TPO if the complaint was legitimate. And it seems to me that somebody is making a very good case. Actually, a lot of somebodies are making a very good case that there seems to be a concerted effort.
No, Todd, the somebody who's making a good case is yourself, Todd. You are doing these actions and recording yourself doing the actions. So when you turn around and later on try to lie and claim you never did those actions, guess what, Todd? You fucking did, and they're recorded. So, and Aaron, I'm no longer Team GS. He's a grooming son. He fucking hates him now. Hey, you tried, Aaron. You went on the limb with your other account. It was like, yo, bro, please just unblock me. And he turned you away. But you know what, man? The House of Boots opened again, and we're taking applications, Aaron. So, I know you're a little shit, but even little shits are welcomed here.
Yeah, I like Aaron. By the way, this is the second time I've heard Todd say that people watching his channel is stalking.
Yeah.
That kind of means any one of us that ever go live, we've got fucking stalkers, man.
Yeah. So a fair use review is stalking now, huh?
Yeah.
So then is Todd stalking Asmund Gold and Andrew Wilson then? Like, should we maybe reach out to them and let them know they're being stalked by some weird guy, or
a guy that's already got orders against him to stop him from stalking other people? Or he's drunk? Imagine that.
No way. He's drunk at night. No way. I mean, I'd believe day, night, morning, afternoon. I'd believe any of it. Yep, that's very true, Sketchy. He does stock Fleckas a lot too. So, I mean, if we're gonna go by Todd's thinking, I mean, we might have some messages to make, Muckster.
Also, the whole thing is stealing images like he's never put else's images up.
Oh, never, never. You know, he doesn't have like a bunch of people's faces plastered on a Roblox image or anything like that, or but
Yeah,
whatever.
and speaking of the booze, it just befuddles me, and which can be fun at times. But anyway, who the hell asked people to pay them to drink booze?
Well, the craziest thing is the people that he's asking
They,
to be paid for to drink the booze are the same individuals, Muckster, who already paid him to buy the fucking booze.
yeah.
Is he gonna start asking people for money to piss them out now fucking too? I mean, where do we stop? Right? I mean, holy shit. He gonna start asking for gas money to go up to the grocery store to buy the alcohol now too? I mean, at what point does this become just fucking grifting versus like getting support? It's like Todd really blurs that line, and he has for a long time to the point where it's just pretty blatant now. He's just fucking grifting. He even admitted it earlier. He's grifting. He doesn't do this for free. He doesn't do this because he loves to do it. He does this because he tries to grift off people who he thinks are less intelligent than he is, which is fucking hilarious because Todd doesn't set a very high bar, Muckster.
That's true. I'm holding my piss until I get another $20.
That's why people call my wife morning piss, because I always wait till the next morning.
Group effort, some might say. Some might say a group effort.
This is Chris
Hold on,
Ryder
still looking at
behavior,
some of
Todd.
these.
Keep it going.
Yep.
Keep it going, bud.
All channels can redirect to my content. All right, close. Okay. I don't think I saved it, did I? But that's all right. That is all right.
All channels can, but will they is the question.
Already, they're starting the harassment campaign.
Right? Yeah. You try to insert the government hand on the free market, and then it turns into something kind of bad.
Yep. And then our last piece in this section.
He's either really bored or he's really desperate for daddy's attention. I guess Boot Block Scam's a little upset because I'm back to.
I'm upset, Todd. I'm not the one who looks like fucking Clifford the dog right now. Beat fucking red, touching my face like a tweak, fucking getting so upset. Bro, your ears, bro, it looks like your heart's just pumping all your fucking blood directly to your ears. Do you have any
By the way,
Todd? What's going on?
By the way, how am I the only one up here? I jumped up real quick so I'd get a chance to talk before. I won't mention any other names, but some people came up. How am I still here alone? That's weird.
I'm not really sure. I'm not going to lie to you. I was actually pretty surprised too that some other people haven't jumped up already.
I think this just proves that I'm really your only friend.
That is very, very true. I think that definitely deserves me to mod you just like you're on the other one, which I did already. I will. But let's see here.
No, I just wanted to be a managing mod long enough to get rid of a certain Canadian.
Tommy Pickle said, "Old people suck." Yeah, it happens to all of us, though. So,
exposing Roblox and people that play Roblox or let their kids play Roblox seem to be questionable in their parentage.
What about like people who let their grandchildren play Roblox, Todd? What do you think about that out of curiosity? Dude, I'll tell you what, Muckster, you had to say something, didn't you?
Oh, we came up here so you wouldn't be lonely, Muckster.
Yeah.
Well, so as long as GE Swag doesn't show up.
You do get a mention in Todd's rant tonight, Muckster.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
So, I love that. I have so seeped into Todd Dinkle's minds.
When he's the.
Oh wait, let me just say one more thing. Well, I don't have anything else, but I wanted to say something before Secret starts, and I got nothing.
For you, Muckster.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Shut up, bitch.
Okay, bye.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Angel. What were you saying?
Oh, I already clipped it, and it's in the Rico chat for you if you want to respond to it. So,
okay,
yeah,
thanks.
It would make a good video, I think.
Oh, guys. By the way, let me just put this out there. I'm being generous tonight, and we'll pretend that Boot's in charge.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Well, congratulations, Peter.
Yeah,
thank you. I really hope here very soon that we can be giving another congratulations to someone else.
If they do that, will he have to start over like you did?
I don't know. know.
Yeah, I'm about to message him. I put you're doing great, bro. Have another drink while your pew-pews keep playing hide and seek with you.
And, okay.
P.S. Keep kicking the can.
There I am. I am.
We gotta go on. We're at -245. We have to go live real quick.
So here's the thing too.
There we go.
He's another degenerate.
He slurred so hard.
Actually, biology is a lot more complicated. No, it is because. Like,
actually, here, hold on. Let me. Shit. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to make sure I get that first.
Oh my god, I need it because they comment in my chat.
So maybe in like second grade or.
I'm already.
Make sure you before you delete some of these comments. You know the online bullying harassment campaigns from these fucking retards that already had one channel absolutely taken down for doing exactly what they're doing again. Yeah, let's just make sure we get a screenshot.
Oh,
God is so sloshed.
You know,
so now you know why Killer's channel was taken down.
My legal team. We're coming after you, bro. We're coming after you.
Oh, his legal team.
You hear that? His legal team. Fucking 6 jokes, the fake lawyer, Terry the fucking tard, and Tiffany the 3AMA law fucking scholar.
Oh man, he blocked me because I put what a puss boy. Your channel will be like your pew pew soon.
Oh, don't forget, Ryder was giving you legal advice.
That's hilarious, dude. Todd's in his little safe space. He's got like his little castle.
Again, mind you, as he's calling somebody else a murderer, saying they fuck their dead wives and they kill animals, but yet we're harassing him by making comments on his chat. Yep, go figure that out.
It's pretty crazy.
By the way, let me just throw this out there. Secret, I hope I didn't chase you away. I was just kidding.
I wasn't.
She'll be back. She knows if she comes back.
She disconnects sometimes. Yeah. One interesting thing I wanted to point out about tonight is he claims that he found out about the continuance from reading the documents Secret showed. But if that's the case, why wouldn't he be on his way to Florida right now?
Yeah, he should have been in Florida at that time.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is an important thing. Wouldn't it be great if your first night back, you got a 10-person panel? Come on, people, make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
That would be pretty cool. I'm on the free StreamYards version since this got shut down a long time ago. So I don't know if it supports 10 people, but I'll add as many as it lets me.
Oh, you're right. The free one might just be
But maybe
6.
he wants to go down with Finkel, because we all know Finkel's like the faggle. You know what I mean?
I haven't heard anything out of him. I know he was hoofing it up like a hill, and he sounded like kind of like GT, you know, Darth Vader, but he's like, yeah, I'm fucking beating these kids, and it's like, but you can barely hear him say it because he's like, yeah, I'm beating these kids.
Yeah, the kids were like, let this old guy go ahead of us, man. He's weirding us the fuck out. Stay away.
He said I think he stared at our asses.
That's when you say, have another cigarette, Finkel.
Right.
Yeah. He's playing dumb because he knows that it was filed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he just didn't. I will give him grace though, is that he didn't know when it was going to be rescheduled, but he knew it was going to be continued. So he's a big.
He's still lying.
Teeny tiny little Mr. Liar.
Yeah, he's fucking lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the great thing about that is, you know, he's like, oh, I extended it. I don't have to go down. Yeah, but that also means you're under orders until July 18 or whatever it was too. He has to keep his mouth shut as much as he possibly can.
You do realize
he did
he's
not do
done already
tonight.
fucked. Yeah, I was gonna say he's already fucked that up like 3 different times
that's-
tonight. Like, I don't get it.
Oh,
Well,
well,
that's
tomorrow
great.
the
Exactly,
Backstreet Boys
Joe.
will be singing to his pistols. Bye, 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 dude.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. Good night, Sean. Thank you for being here. But yeah, Joe got it. He isn't playing dumb.
Yeah.
It'll just keep piling up on him.
Yep, you're doing great, Todd. Keep going, man.
Keep
Keep
bringing us the content.
You can tell by his face now that he's live. After I comment, he's definitely watching you now. What's up, Todd?
Oh, 100%.
What's
Hey,
up,
Todd,
Twink?
You're welcomed up here too, Todd. Just for old times. Come on. It wouldn't be complete, Todd, without having my co-host GS up on Lick the Whole Boot. I mean, that's what everybody remembers. That's what I remember, right? But remember, I would have never been a mod ever. I mean, we didn't like co-host for almost a year or anything. Because that's the convenient story or narrative you want to push out now, even though everybody who knew about you knows that's a fucking lie what you're trying to claim. But that's cool, Todd. Like I said, just keep it going.
He looks so sad.
Yeah, we have one more space up here, I think. Maybe, Todd, maybe. So if not, if you try to join and there's not enough room,
I'll drop
let
down.
me know. And yeah, I'll drop someone else out, and then you can come up here and you can cry and you can see that this is an impersonation. This is Boot. The same guy that you used to fall asleep into a recliner to every night. It's the same voice. So
He still does.
don't worry.
He still does. What are you kidding?
100%. Yeah.
You were.
Good old.
He's so drunk.
He's about
Anyone's?
He's about to end and go to subpar gaming.
Oh, really?
So this video is
Actually, you
gone.
kind of cell phone yourself. If a man identifies as a woman, it does not make him a woman. That's
look,
what
he's
you meant to say, I think.
I feel like you are in the wrong place.
I think I'm in the
This
perfect
one's
place.
gonna go private.
I love your
Oh,
makeup.
100%.
I don't know where your hands have been, sir, so no. Okay, I love your makeup. What a weird guy. Okay, I don't know what that meant.
Oh, this is right after he does the Muxter rant.
And that's okay because guess what, Todd? Just because I know you're going to be a little weasel and take this down, tomorrow when I have a full copy of this, we're going to go back over you spurging about me since I had to skip ahead to see you drunk as a skunk live in person now, okay? So don't worry, Todd. If you're worried about there not being a show tomorrow, I promise you there will be a show tomorrow and we will be going over you again.
Explain to me how a man with a penis is a woman.
Well, a person decides and understands themselves better than you understand them.
What is there to understand? It's nature.
Hey, speaking of degenerate Roblox players, there we go. Get him, JP. There's another degenerate.
You're either a man or you're a woman.
Yes, I am.
Actually, biology is a lot more complicated than
No,
that.
it's not.
No, it is because like,
Actually, here, hold on. Let me. Shit.
He's
hold
so
on.
fucking triggered, Killa.
I
Oh,
want to make sure I get that first.
Ooh, that's a good question in the
so with
chat.
things like so maybe in like
Which one, in
Is-
mine or in his?
In yours, are you still a mod on Subpar Gaming?
Oh, I wish
Oh.
we would have said that. No, I want to see here. Hold on. Well, now someone's gonna fucking rat out to him.
Yeah.
I'm still subscribed. Hold on. Well, I gotta see. No one's commenting on his shit.
It's not
right?
live yet.
Gotta
Yeah.
have a comment to actually see. No comments. Jesus, Todd, could you get someone to fucking comment on your fucking second channel at all, bro? I mean,
I can. I think I'm still in there. Hold on.
here we go. One comment. Newest. And whoever has it has to have me blocked because. Okay.
Is he live
By
on
the way-
Subpar?
He's
Not
not.
yet.
No. Here, let me
Oh,
go to
okay.
like an older one from like a year ago. There has to be comments. There we go. Okay.
By the way, I checked, and you can only have 6 people up here at once on the free. But which means we do have a full panel. But you can always, if you have other people, you can do a rotation thing. Where
Yeah.
you put somebody down, bring somebody else up for so long, and just rotate through people. But
Yeah, I put Todd down all the time.
yeah, something you'll have to check though, since you're really active. It seems to me that you only get so many hours per month with StreamYard. I'm not sure.
Well, you have
to
the paid
cancel your
version of
other one and
Stream.
come over here.
Well, you can just change this to be the destination on your other one.
Like second grader.
Yeah, make sure you before
Oh,
you
yeah.
delete some of these comments, the online bullying harassment campaigns from these fucking retards that already had one channel absolutely taken down for doing exactly what they're doing again. Yeah, let's just make sure we get screenshots of that from my legal team. Terry, let's say Tyrants Beware is my legal team. We're coming after you, bro. We're coming after you.
Or whatever. You were.
What's up, GJM?
Liar.
Old Matty boy. What's up, Matty? You know any good farmers in South Jersey, Matty? You know anyone?
I definitely know a bull too that could
Kind of
service
weird,
all
man.
his needs.
Miller, isn't that milling? Like grindstones, milling, Miller. But you ended up being a plumber. That's weird.
People are taught that
Don't step
this
up.
is like an example. I'm gonna get to the point in a moment, but like people are taught that there are only like 3 forms of like matter, like solid, liquid, and gas, right? But it's actually there's more than that because like plasma and things like that.
Oh, he should have played the
Get to the
one with
point.
me
Gender's
fucking
kind of like
this.
that, and it's a spectrum.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. If it's
How's
not,
it a spectrum if it's not a spectrum?
it is. If it's not a
You
spectrum,
either have a
then it
penis
He's so
or you have a
upset,
vagina.
Killa.
Oh, I
like intersex
know.
people.
Girls have a vagina, boys have a penis.
That's not true.
What do you, that's 0.01% of the population. Just
And
because
you
there's
like the
an
boys,
anomaly
Todd.
or so, well, just because someone's
That's
born
why
with 6
Miss
fingers doesn't
Vagina
mean
has
humans have 6
cobwebs.
fingers. No, it means humans have
Drunk
not
and-
anymore.
Yeah, I knocked them shits right the fuck out, man. Let me
Does the
tell you.
exception disprove the rule?
Me and Faggle.
Drunk and discombobulated is not a
You're
good
right.
look.
I'm sorry, you're way too young. How old are you?
I am 14.
Yeah, that's just sad. This is very sad.
A high schooler is actually.
You're brainwashed. I'm sorry that your parents failed you.
My parents
I'm very
are
sorry. Your parents shouldn't be. Well, they did something wrong. So
My
look, they did. Of course they failed you.
little. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it'd be funny though. They'd be the first ones. He's just a little kid. Leave him alone. You want to cut his dick off?
You guys want to see something funny as fuck?
We're already watching Todd.
No, it's just
All-
By the way, while you're typing,
Hey, look,
Angel was right.
Hold on. I gotta remove this and share this next one before he puts it off. Come on, fingers. Come on, fingers, you fucker. Come on, share. Boom. Here we go. Right here, guys. You see it?
No.
Right in
I
there.
see you blew
Keep
up
lying
there.
about me being a mod loser. They're harassing
Oh, there we go.
me.
Can you get rid of JP?
No. Probably not.
Yeah, he'd have to be a managing mod for that.
Okay.
That's fucking hilarious.
JP's probably furiously texting him right now.
The boot and
You can
back
block
in town.
him.
Boot this boy back in town.
That's just
Oh.
personally.
Yeah,
When you
block just means he won't be able to see what JP says.
Oh.
You want to see something funny? You want to see something really funny? Here, hold on. Let me go to subpart real quick.
All right.
I'm gonna block you, Angel. There you go, Todd. Just like you like it.
Oh, did you remove me?
Yeah, I blocked you. See,
Yeah, targeted harassment.
I can.
He's crying targeted harassment now.
You seem really butthurt for a guy who lives at home with his mom.
Ooh.
Ooh, burn.
Yeah, he always has to go back to. He can't be original. I mean, it took me like a year and a half for him to come up with something besides calling me fat.
Butt hurt, but still a mod.
No, you're not a mod.
You're not a mod.
You're not a mod.
You just can't stay away, can you? You just can't stay away, can you, Boot? That's going to be your Achilles heel, buddy. That's what's going to end up putting your ass in jail.
Yeah. Watch, she's gonna freak out on mine. Watch.
See, if you weren't a mod, JP would have blocked you by now.
That's what's going to end up getting charges put on you, bud.
This is going to put you in jail. Oh my God.
Mods don't go to jail.
You must be super butthurt about me calling you out on Roblox, huh? We're going to do like a whole series for a whole month about Roblox players. Yep.
Make sure your daughter is the first one you do it on.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe somebody should reach out to your mom and your dad and explain to them that their son plays Roblox.
Yes, you should do that. Yes, totally.
They should kick their little failure to launch son out of the house.
Which daughter are you talking about? The one in a dress or the one that tries to run people over?
Maybe somebody should reach out to your mom and dad. Let them know what you're up to, bud. What you're about.
Oh, he is. Oh,
hey,
my God.
by the way, me and Dad are going to the
Think we
range
should
this
do that?
weekend, and want to know if you and your dad wanted to do. Oh wait, never mind.
Think we should do that?
Tell him make sure that his daughter is on
Did you
that
look
list
into
of
that, buddy?
interviews.
Maybe let the local constabulary know that there's a Roblox player doing creepy things online to... I don't know, man. It just seems like you might be up to some weird stuff, man.
Oh, now there's yeah, Todd, do that. Call the police and accuse Boot.
Yes,
Of,
you are leaving as a mod.
Yeah.
You made me a mod, but you're gonna claim I'm harassing you. Okay, GS.
No. I'm talking about though. He just talked about calling the police and saying you're doing weird things on Roblox with
I
little
really
kids.
don't know how you're appearing.
That's
blue
a
there,
fucking
buddy.
lawsuit.
It's fake news,
If
man.
he would do that.
You are 100% not a mod on my channel.
Yes, I am. This dude's
He's
an
so
idiot.
drunk.
100% not a mod on my channel. So, cool little trick
I'd
you
go-
got going on there, buddy.
I'd go over and
GEN.
say something. I'd go say something to have you
Thanks for really,
time me out, but
Do you
I'm
think
not
I'm
going to
hacking
subscribe
you?
just for that.
He said,
Go ahead and
"Thanks for
hide
having-"
somebody.
God
If you're a
knows.
mod, hide somebody.
He did.
He did. Okay, here I'll
Hide
go
Tommy
in.
Pickles. Another little fago. What's the matter, guys?
I don't know. I think I'm still hidden in
The
there.
little plan ain't working. Look at
Let me look
look
and
at
see.
how spurgy they are.
Well,
Look
Boot
at 'em,
can bring
guys.
back
my
Angel
algorithm.
and then have her
You
say
guys
something
doing
and
great.
you could take her out again.
This is glorious, actually. Leave him there, JP. Leave him there.
Unhide user.
He
I
can't hide you
him there.
because
He can't.
he's also a mod.
Oh, God.
Good. What?
Somebody
Weird.
please tell
You're
him he
hacking
can
into
make
my
JP a managing mod.
Is that what you're doing? You're hacking into my system?
No.
Can you imagine that disaster?
Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and start recording this.
TV taught me how to. He's so stupid.
Look the whole Boot who's not a moderator on my channel.
Yeah, I'm hidden.
Not a moderator on my channel, by the way. Very interesting. Got a little hacky going on. Who's helping you do that? Somebody that likes to help themselves through charitable donations?
This is fucking great.
He's amazing.
You should tell him. You should tell him. Oh no! Don't say JJ taught you. No, don't do that.
So I'd
Hey, you
really
gotta
like to know
unblock-
how you had a moderation on there, bro.
I'm still blocked. Somebody else blocked
Oh,
me.
that must have been your old one. Okay. So that is kind of weird.
Uh-oh.
That is really strange.
You're not blue
It's
anymore.
very strange.
Oh, now you're
There's another
done.
whore.
He's so drunk and stupid.
What about Tommy Pickles?
He called me a whore.
Wow, you guys are really you guys taking stalking to a new level, aren't you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You guys really are taking stalking to a new level, aren't you?
Dude, what an epic
Go to
fucking
live chat,
stream for
see
the
what else
first
we're
one
missing.
back. Oh my god.
Are you still blocked?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm
Wow.
blocked or not. Let's see. We'll find out real quick. Nope.
Yep, there
Nope.
we go. Okay.
Are you typing? I
Can
just
I
see
get
Dum Dum.
Can I get my
Oh,
wrench
your
back?
blue shield.
Let's see if JP gets rid of you now.
You're hidden.
All right, guys, I'll get into it here.
No,
I'm
I
headed
see
now.
him.
Yeah.
No, I see
All
you.
the brigaders are doing their brigading.
You see him
stuff.
on his
Guys, if you
screen, but
feel
not
so
on
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
I'm
else.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm blocked
brigading,
too now.
feel
I'm
free to
blocked now too.
I'm not going to stand in the way. Apparently, good old Killamiller's butthurt, I guess, about losing.
Now all of his chat is gone.
Jesus, do you want viewers and chatters or not? Jesus fucking Christ.
Nobody can see it except us right now
Oh, really?
on
You
that
blocked
channel.
me?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny
We're all
how like,
blocked.
the same people are hidden on both of my channels. They just can't stay away from me. Can they?
Drink some more.
Fucking
Drink some
moron.
more there, master. Drink some more.
What a little bitch.
Yes,
fair
Todd,
enough.
I'm doing way better on you than Rumble, Todd. But yeah, I'm upset, Todd. Okay, Todd.
All right,
But
let's
keep
get into
doxing
this
people,
then.
Todd. It worked out so well for you last time.
All right, campaign. Let's get back to it. Continue game.
Hey, make sure everybody shows like the Florida prosecutors that Todd rather live stream drunk and play video games than go take care of his legal matters in Florida.
Mm-hmm. He said there was a scheduling conflict was the reason, I think it said.
This is fucking hilarious. I can't believe
JP.
it took him that long to finally
He's a
do
fucking
it.
moron, dude.
He just said good job,
And now
JP, as if JP did anything.
He didn't do shit. He just sat there. He couldn't do anything. He's a mod just
Nope.
like me.
Yeah, I'm
He doesn't
not-
even
I'm not
trust
all the way down
JP to be a managing mod. Take the plague hearts out, you fucking dum dum.
Let's go.
He sucks at video games.
Oh yeah, he's
Dude,
horrible.
I beat State of Decay 2 forever ago. I'm waiting for
Bounty
3 to come
broker.
out.
Maybe I should go pick up some
It's a good
bounties.
game.
All right.
Of course, God, you're playing a woman. You're stalking. Yeah, you're not a mod now. Fake news.
Hey,
we doing
remember
on-
when
Hey, look, he even runs like Todd.
Fine.
Remember Todd
And-
drunk texting me every time he gets upset? You remember that?
Yeah.
But that's not stalking.
Yeah,
right?
like light trying to like veil threats, like veiled blackmail, but no, I mean totally, yeah.
Hey, Boot.
Yeah.
Bring GJM up.
Okay, what's up, GGM? Oh, I can't. 6 people on the
Oh.
screen.
Here, I'll drop
I'm
down. I'll
out.
drop down. I'm playing the game
All right.
anyway. Here.
All right, drop down.
By the way, what Angel was saying before is you don't need this StreamYard. Just set your other StreamYard to this channel.
Yep. All right, GJM, you're up. What's up, man?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me on. How are you?
Not too bad. How you doing?
Oh, man. I was just chilling out, having a good night here, enjoying listening to your stream.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm having fun night too. I think it's pretty funny that Todd can't just understand that a channel got brought back before it was taken down. It was a moderator on his channels. And I don't know why he's acting like this is such rocket science. It's pretty easy. If you don't want someone as a mod any longer, take them off as a mod. Like don't lie about it. Don't come up with this big facade of, oh, you're hacking me. No, dude, if you had any memory, you would know that I was a mod on both of your channels. I don't know why you're making such a show out of it.
I don't think I even tried to warn him too in his earlier stream, just let him know what was going on. But I think he's just stressed out, to be honest. He's got a lot going on.
I didn't even block anybody in his chat. I could have. I blocked people that he would want to be blocked. He's like,
Well, let me ask,
I blocked.
let me ask a question. What is he stressed out about everything going on? What's that mean?
Well, I'm assuming seeing his legal affairs being posted on YouTube and dealing with all that. I imagine having to consult legal counsel for things is probably stressful.
So you're assuming and thinking but not knowing.
But he's done it to everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, just to answer the first question, assuming and thinking, not knowing. I never really directly asked him to see hey man, how are you? How are things going? And anytime I ever do socialize with him, it's we have good conversations and everything. But no, I haven't actually sat down, had a pint, or coffee, and picked his brain.
Well, let's see, now that's interesting because I don't usually have. What kind of good conversations do you have with them?
I only ever speak to him on panel.
Okay, well, what kind of good conversations do you have on panel?
We talk about different political things. I had one conversation maybe just under a week ago. I was kind of educating on like the similarities with my country and then the United Kingdom in terms of social and political issues that are similar to the United States, and how I love the United States as well. I enjoyed the conversations.
Okay, so you never take part in opining about all that terrible stuff he was saying about Rabbit.
I did take part in essentially trying to promote mental health and trying to promote what goes on those phone calls and actively promoting first aid, mental health, safety, and awareness. Yes, I did.
So you wasn't
Okay, so
trashing him and Billy Friday.
What the fuck do you know about Rabbit's mental capabilities, his state of mind at that time?
About that individual. I spoke about what goes on in those situations.
What do you know about those situations?
Quite a bit, actually. I'm thoroughly trained. I'm a first instructor for what's called ASSIST, that's mental health first aid, CPR. I've been at Cornell University. It's trained not just nationwide, but all over the globe in United States, Canada, all over Europe, South America.
So as a trained expert, you know
I was
that.
explaining myself. So I don't know why I was interrupted.
I think you explained yourself. You're a trained expert.
I wasn't done.
I don't fucking care if you're done. I'm American. We don't care about foreigners. So let me ask you this: as a trained expert, then they teach you that everybody reacts in exactly the same way.
No, and actually, well, I can tell by just how you react. You're probably incapable of listening or retaining a thought, which that's fine. But actually, as you can see throughout any of my dialogue or where I've ever analyzed any of the tape, I actually explained it was quite the opposite, how these situations can be quite frantic, quite chaotic, and how every situation is different. And that's how.
Why didn't you call him out? So why didn't you call Mester out for lying? For perpetuating a situation that didn't happen? Why are you not calling him out by saying the shit that he's saying is wrong? Why did you go along with what he was saying instead of saying, no, you've got it wrong? What Rabbit did is exactly the same thing. No one is ever the same. So why didn't you ever fucking stand up to him and push back instead of suck his dick from the back?
So vulgar. My goodness. Just.
Fuck you.
Oh, stop being a pansy ass. So what's the matter? Why didn't you?
So there was no going back or correcting anything. So my main thing is, you can tell
there was
by my
no going back by saying he murdered and then did nasty, disgusting things to his body, to his wife's body. There was no pushback on that? Really?
Jeez, I'd love to get a sentence out here, but just
because you're trying to move the goalpost. You're trying to like do a little word salad. Fucking answer the question. Why didn't you give any pushback?
So to answer your question, why did I not give any pushback? Specifically, is because during these exercises, you have to hear all points of view.
You asshole! Do not give me your during these exercises. You know exactly what Todd was doing. You know exactly what he was fucking saying. You know the agenda that he is pushing. Why didn't you fucking push back?
So you're going to interpret how I interpreted it?
You are obviously not an expert if you didn't interpret it as a normal response.
Wait
and
a second.
That you were allowing Mester to continue with this narrative.
Were you under the impression?
You said I'm having a nice conversation, so I don't understand why this other guy is interfering when we're trying to speak about this.
Well, because you're talking nonsense. Hold on a second. Were you under the impression that this whole thing was an exercise? This was just a training drill for you?
So anytime you can speak about mental health awareness and first aid.
Fuck you and your mental health awareness, asshole. This has nothing to do with your fucking mental health awareness. This has to do with someone's emotional distress, the families, the things that Mester has done to Rabbit. Fuck you and your little exercises. This is a real life person that he is fucking slandering all over the internet. And you, sir, didn't give pushback. So fuck you and your goddamn exercises. This was not an exercise.
So if I may, anytime that there's a situation where events like this happen, it's very important that people be able to speak their mind in order to fully
Fuck you.
get
What
their
makes you
emotions
think that Mester has any authority to speak his mind?
If I may.
What gives you the authority to speak anything about it? You don't know shit.
Do you know why he's going over this, GJM?
In terms of what? Sorry.
Okay, so why Todd is going over this whole situation is because he is butthurt and has a hate boner for Rabbit. He talked about this earlier in the past year, and now almost a year after this event happened, he's going after him because he got a hate boner. Because Rabbit said something that upset him, because he leaked a secret about a campfire fight where Todd was drunk and got his ass handed to him. And so that made Rabbit enemy number one on Todd's little agenda. And so he decided he was going to go after Rabbit and start accusing him of doing things that didn't happen. The case is closed. The coroner's report says it was a suicide. The investigation report says it's a suicide. Why, almost a year after it happened, is he starting this?
Well, I appreciate your calmness and just be able to kind of articulate what you're saying. Just in response to that, so my perception is I never really looked into what the backstory was, and I certainly, and if you ever hear any of my commentary, I never insinuated that I thought that it was anything but what had been reported. I just gave my perspective on how things were on the call, how things unfolded in these type of events, what it's like to give the first aid on the spot, what it's like to be in the 911 caller's perspective, and how it's part of every training exercise that we do that we have an open dialogue no matter what the viewpoints are, because it's really beneficial to promoting first aid and promoting that we don't have a continuous negative response to that. And what that means is that it doesn't inadvertently inspire other folks to engage in self-harm.
So
let me ask you something. Now, let me ask this. Let's pretend that you sat there and listened to that recording and you tried to be the voice of reason and said, whenever people make these calls, when people find these situations, fine, let's pretend that's true. Tell me this: were you on the panel when they opined, the word they like to use, that Rabbit might have given Andrea, her name was not Andrea, by the way, he had given Andrea some kind of pills or poison to make her miscarriage? And were you on the panel when they said that they thought he had sex with her dead body? Were you there for that?
No, I was not.
So you jumped on a bandwagon.
No, not at all. There was no bandwagon jumping. There was nothing. It was specifically.
So how many of those 9 or 8 panels that he did you listen to?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
With
did
the
you start
911
at number
calls.
1 and the 911 calls? Did you start at number 1 and go through all the way to 8?
Nope.
Okay, so then you had no business whatsoever being up on those panels.
That's incorrect.
None, because you didn't know the story, you didn't know what he was doing, and then you sat there and you listened to him talk shit and say disgusting things, didn't want to take your opinion, nothing.
You took his bullshit narrative.
Yeah, you took his bullshit narrative and you fucking ran with it, and you're still running with it.
So when did I?
And you don't
when did I
think,
accuse
and you
anyone
don't
of
think
doing
you're gonna
anything?
get pushback on this, dude? I
No, but
fucking
when did
saw
I?
you in his chat.
So when did I
You were
accuse
talking
anyone of
shit
doing
about
anything?
us.
Well, yeah, you guys, but nothing
You
about
were
this
fucking
situation.
talking shit about us over to Todd.
Right.
Like you were
That has
being a
nothing to do
little
with.
fucking snitch.
That has nothing to
Yeah,
do with
it
the
has
911.
everything to do with the 911 calls.
Really? So I complained about 911 calls in terms of me slamming the behavior you were doing? I never saw that.
No, you
Right.
listened, you jumped in, you jumped on a bandwagon to be relevant,
Really?
not knowing the entire story.
Do I seek followers? Do I seek validation? Do I seek anything?
Yeah,
Do
you
I
do
have
because you're
online
jumping up
platforms?
on fucking panels all the time.
Well,
I didn't realize I wasn't allowed to do that. And by jumping on panels, you mean I think this would be my third, fourth, maybe.
You're always on GS's panel,
So-
sucking his dick.
But secret.
So now I'm always on versus I've been on under 5 times. So I'm just confused. Can you give me the numbers correctly? And I didn't realize.
Why are you playing
I'm
dumb?
not. I'm giving you
Why
the
are you
facts.
playing dumb?
Or give Killa a chance. Give Killa a chance.
Yeah.
So my thing is, right, we all, if he's coming up here and he's genuinely asking shit, like I
No,
understand.
he's not.
No.
You've got to understand.
I know GJM from before times, right? Before all the shit, GS breakup and whatnot. But if you want people to see your side and you want to convince somebody that somebody else is doing something wrong, attacking them and acting like a dickhead or a cunt or whatever the fuck you want to call it at them because you're angry at what's going on or what they were involved in isn't going to help the situation. You're going to make them cement their stance where they are instead of trying to rationally talk it out to like why you feel GS is doing this and why what he's doing is wrong by you just attacking a person. It's YouTube. We all join in on it, right? At the end of the day, he doesn't know fucking rabbit from the man on the fucking moon. Just like when we talk shit about other people, we don't know them. We just join in with the chat. We think it's fucking funny. You got to take YouTube for what it is. Because you have a personal relationship with Rabbit, you're looking at shit differently than it's just being YouTube. And I understand that because it'd be the same way if someone went after Boot or Swag or any of you guys that I fucking know. But at the end of the day, the chat's the chat. The chat's going to sit there and make jokes about fucking everybody and anybody. But if you want them to see if one creator or the other is doing something fucking wrong and they want to come up on panel, try not to attack them. Try to actually fucking talk to them.
What I have been trying to say and what Rabbit has been trying to say is you guys are missing the entire point. Yes, making fun of somebody is one thing, but do you guys not understand? Rabbit almost got fucking killed because of the shit these people are spewing.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it.
No, you don't, because you continue to say, don't attack these people. These people are enabling this behavior. None of you, you do not understand how terrifying that was. That a bunch of fucking sheriffs roll up with high-powered guns and almost shoot him
Over
because of the shit you guys are saying. Todd continues to call out for Rabbit's public execution. That's what you guys are failing to understand. Laugh all you want. Make jokes. Do whatever. That's what I do. That's what Killa does. That's what Boot does. We make fun of the stupid shit that Todd does. But there comes a point where you have to push back. That he almost died.
Yeah, but see,
And in
you don't
my
understand. You don't understand. We have to feel sorry for Todd because he had to talk to a lawyer, so now he's upset.
and it has always been kind of my opinion that Todd doing this stuff is him maybe trying to push Rabbit to doing
Unalive
something that he.
himself.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly. You guys
And-
keep thinking that it's not going real world and don't take it real world. But that's exactly what Todd is doing.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I'm saving his videos. Just like I was the best person when I was saving videos when they was doing it to Todd. But as soon as I'm doing it for Rabbit, oh, now I'm a piece of shit because I'm trying to protect Rabbit like I did everybody else.
You guys have no idea what it was like to get that guy, the shit that goes on offline because no one really wants to fucking get to know him or listen to his story. To get him from jail back to Florida was a fucking task and a half. Why? Because they were willing to kill him. You're
And Don
not
Carney's still
understanding
making those
that.
threats. And Don Carney's still threatening to shoot him and stuff.
Exactly. So get it through your fucking heads.
Why are you yelling at all of us?
No, not you. I'm yelling at like Todd and Carney and all of the like. Oh my God. Making fun of somebody is one thing, but getting to the point of where you want him to be buried under the jail or take his own life. It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. I was never part of a panel or witnessed any of the discussion where people were encouraging any physical harm or for anybody to do like harm to themselves. That's one. Number
It's
two.
not about them saying that though. It's about the behavior that they're doing.
No, but I'm just being accused of participating in like that's what was going on. So I just want to clear the record. I appreciate what you're saying, but I really think it's important to clear the record. Like I listened, I waited patiently, I was respectful, but respectfully, I'd like to clear the record on some things if that's all right. So additionally, any platform that I participated in was literally people listening in to portions of a phone call and giving their perspective on what they feel is going on, how it's happening, how it's making them feel, any questions, concerns they have, which is a very normal exercise in my training. And I've trained, I'd say over 1,000 people. And that's part of the day one workshop that you do within the first 2 hours of the workshop. It's very common. And it's also very emotional and it's very upsetting, and it's done intentionally because you want to be able to face every possible emotion in those scenarios, so it makes you more equipped to be able to provide that emotional first aid in those situations. Additionally, I would challenge anybody to find any record of me stating that this person had done any malice or anything to his spouse, the victim in this case, because it doesn't exist. I never said such a thing.
This wasn't a training call though. This was a real life.
The way it was presented to the audience, it was an open discussion on this is what this call sounds like. How do people feel? I'm aware that
Yeah, it was an intimidation tactic.
No, that's bullshit because he had her picture up. He said we're going to put excerpts of this call. He explained that it was a real life situation. He made accusations towards people. He led the conversation towards certain conclusions the entire time, every time.
It was presented as an investigation.
Right, and I do understand that could be deemed insensitive or inappropriate. And maybe
Wait,
it's
wait,
because
wait, 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 wait. What do you mean say what do you mean right? You just said it was presented one way. I said it was presented another way, and you go right. So what
well,
the
I
hell
know
do you
because you're people following the thought. So if I can explain even further without being interrupted by your troglodyte self, what I was
Why
alluding
do you gotta
to,
go to name calling? Really?
you literally haven't heard this
Childish.
guy name call me the entire time and scream at me. But you're right. I shouldn't stoop down to that level. You're right. So I apologize. So what I will say is I might be insensitive and upon hearing some reflection, maybe I'm so overexposed to the material that I'm also used to being in these scenarios where you're in the room with people and people will have every type of attitude. And not to sound insensitive on this situation, but I have heard and witnessed far worse. And when people are openly sharing real life scenarios about things, I've had people literally just completely disregard someone's emotional well being and essentially tell them that, like, yeah, your loved one's going to hell or your loved one deserves to have some sort of horrible outcome because what they did is so wrong and whatnot. So, again, not to sound insensitive, but I do truly view it as an exercise in terms of being exposed to that type of material because it does make you, oh, it's hard to say, but it really does make you more equipped to handle these situations in the future. And it's definitely a lot easier when you're detached from it, like myself. It's not someone I know personally or connected to, but it's.
Did you know? Did you know that Todd GS has had the autopsy report for months, but refused to show it because it said suicide?
He did mention it, and that's an important detail too. And I'm not trying to overlook like what my perspective is on that. And I appreciate the question because it's a really good one. What my perspective is not necessarily to like unpack and challenge. It's more processing it and what are your feelings? What's your judgment on this? I know that's a very difficult and can be deemed insensitive kind of thing, but it is so crucial in the training because you'll often encounter people that will literally say, I refuse to support anybody that's going through those mental health problems because what they're doing is a sin and they deserve to pass on. So
this isn't training though. This is a real person.
Yeah, her name is Andrea Catherine Matthews. She is not an exercise.
Well, unfortunately, that's the thing is we use real life scenarios as part of the exercises. It's real.
In
It's
class,
real.
not
Pardon
people
me?
that you are talking to their friends.
Do you
are talking
handpick
about
somebody
Yeah.
to cause the most damage and offense to people? Because that's
Did you
what
pick
Todd
a loved
did.
one? Did you pick a loved one of the training seminars?
So what actually happens?
And do that?
What actually happens is people start to share. They'll obviously bring up personal connections, personal stories.
That wasn't my question.
I'm trying to answer your
When you
question.
start your training exercises, do you pick the one person out of the people in your classrooms? Do you pick a loved one that committed suicide and played that 911 call and then sit there and analyze it in front of the entire crowd?
So as I was trying to say,
it's a yes
what
or no.
happened?
Yes or no.
Let them answer.
They do go over real life situations, and they do.
That wasn't my question.
Why?
Do you pick the real life? Do you pick the real life scenario of someone in your crowd?
Yes. They do. It happens all the time.
As the start of your seminars.
How would you feel if you had a family member that unalived themselves and you went to a training class and they used that scenario and they tried to tell you that everything that happened was wrong, that the person didn't unalive themselves, that they were murdered by you?
I love that question, and it's so important because.
Oh my God! Stop with your whole fucking like simple question.
Condescension.
Yeah, your condescending is ridiculous. You are condescending.
He didn't give a fuck when he was in North Carolina with them. He found excuses to go other places, not even to be around her. But all of a sudden, he fucking cares. Go on with
And
that
he's
bullshit.
and he's also trying to make himself the hero that she wrote in his journal about him and things like that. Todd is
she didn't.
delusional. He's
And she didn't.
I understand that. He is delusional. He's making things up in his head. Every single person on this panel has been ostracized by him for no reason. And it'll happen to you too at some point.
I'd like to answer your first question, though, because it really is an important one. I was actually being genuine. That I really appreciate you asking that. So that's actually what happens during these seminars is once people start to open up and share about their perspective, attitudes, and beliefs, that's when you really see just the chaos. And we intentionally do that as part of what Cornell University does is because they want to have as many attitudes on display as possible. So you can work as a team in unison to try to go through the different attitudes, fight through the obviously personal feelings, develop animosity at the same time, and yet you still have to try to focus throughout the training and be able to like sift through the differing attitudes in the room to provide the mental health first aid and support that, come up with a safety plan, come up with the different support systems that are involved for any victims or anybody that's gone through it. And that's why we have to go through, excuse me, we have to go do even like buddy systems after like one day of the training is concluded, just because it's so.
Dude, seriously? Again, this is not a fucking seminar. She's been gone a year. She's not a fucking tool. No one has asked for her to be part of your training exercises. Nobody has spoken about this. Rabbit said his story. He did his thing. The case is closed. Move on. And Todd just is the one who wants to keep bringing it up just out of spite. And you, sir, are enabling it.
And if you care so much about mental health, you should be speaking out against Todd for what he's doing, trying to get people to hurt themselves.
Well, give GAJM a quick rundown. What happened is Todd used to fight on behalf of Rabbit. There was a whole nother group that were sitting there calling Rabbit a murderer. Press Harder, BSBT. There was a whole nother group, Save Piqua. Now they're all part of his chat now that him and Rabbit had a falling out on a live stream. And then all of a sudden after that, and then he picked up the reins that Rabbit killed Lion 1. So then he started going after Rabbit. Then he wanted MBK to come up there and fight for Todd. And MBK wanted to stay out of him and Rabbit's squall, right? So then all of a sudden, then he started going after MBK. And then Boot said something to him about like, dude, what the fuck's going on with you? Then he started having a fight with Boot. And then because I wouldn't defriend Boot, Rabbit, MBK, any of them, I wanted to stay the fuck out of it. Todd, for 7 months, was running this cocksucker about me. Well, I just did my thing, didn't even pay him no mind, just made fun of Ryder. And then one day I just said, fuck it, I had enough. And the first time I make fun of Todd, he cries the victim. And then I took my mask off when I have 7 months of him on his own panels talking shit about me, talking about how I'm a fucking scumbag, I'm not to be trusted, and this, that, the other. Todd turned on everybody to fit his narrative. Now everybody
and started accusing them of being pedos and everything.
Now everybody he has in his panel now is from the Ryder fame when Todd first started YouTube, who he was talking shit about for the last 2 fucking years since you were in the chat too. So all Todd does is go whatever way the super chats and the views will get him. That's all he fucking does.
Yeah, which I get, but at the same time, like, that's why I respect you, man, is because like you can drop them with anybody, right? And that's kind of how I look at myself too. And and then Boots the same way. It's just like, man, if you have a difference of opinion, you have it out, right? But you can also have a civilized conversation at the same time. Like, it's fun. It's YouTube. It's not real. And
it is real.
So that's what I was going to get into. Is this situation is so fiery and escalated because it is real, right? And again, I'm not in the whole who did what, or like treating this like some sort of like open this up again or whatever. I'm literally in it for what I said I was in it for. And the emotions, I don't want to come off as insensitive to the people's emotions on here that obviously knew this poor victim and were more connected with them. If you review everything I've spoken on about that specific incident, it's literally is about the training, the exercises, what goes on. And I don't want to sound insensitive in terms of saying like, oh, this person is just like a part of a training seminar, because they're not. But if you're their silver lining is, I promise y'all, by going through this and having the different emotions, because unfortunately we all know this. If I just
Again, no, I'm going to interrupt you because this is not your fucking training exercise. We all know what happened. Everybody understands what happens. And if you're so concerned about mental health, then focus on that. Don't focus on the fact that Todd is talking about a 911 call. You should be looking into doing what people are doing for Andrea's memory and mental health.
I literally am focusing on mental health, and I was trying to finish my sentence. But I understand this is not.
And what recourse did Rabbit have other than putting this court order? Because Todd wasn't stopping.
Am I allowed to answer that or no?
Yeah.
So my point from before is, I think the nice thing about this young lady that passed away, and as hard as it is, it's everybody that's been exposed to it.
Say her name.
Why? You get mad at me if I say the name or not?
No,
I don't understand.
say her name. Because I want you to make it real. Say her name.
Andrea, I believe.
Andrea Catherine Matthews.
Okay. Can I continue or no?
Say her name and then continue with your story.
I don't understand, like, what your point is.
It says say her fucking name.
I just did.
Fuck up.
Well, what? You'll do nothing. So anyway, as I was saying, is to honor Andrea, everybody has gained new experience and tools in order to support people that could be going through a future mental health crisis. And it's empowering because it's painful, but we learn through this very difficult, challenging situations like this one.
Again,
and we have to be
stop.
With that.
Yeah, fucking stop. Because you know what? Everybody learned about it when she died. All her friends knew about it. They all went through it.
You sound just like your fucking buddy and Todd and Ryder.
Yeah, dragging this up, which Ryder did on Christmas, by the way. He called Rabbit and started accusing him of being a murderer on Rabbit's first Christmas without his beloved wife.
Wait, let me ask, are you under the impression that Todd's channels on this were somehow beneficial to people, that what he was doing was exposing mental illness and trying to stop people from committing suicide? Is that what you think those panels were about?
That's how I serve. Anytime I participate on them, that's what I use them for.
That's not the question.
Well, no, that was basically what I was asking, but I have a follow-up question. Are you a fucking moron?
No, I don't believe so.
You sat there and listened to them, and that's what you thought was going on? That was a teaching exercise for people, and it was going to help people while they were sitting there jacking off to that 911? They just loved playing it over and over again and hearing the pain in Rabbit's voice and sitting there and making up all kinds of stories and trying to interpret noises in the background. You thought that was supposed to be beneficial?
It actually is beneficial because that's actually what happens in the training seminars.
It wasn't the training seminar, you fucking asshole. We're talking about this particular panel. We're talking about Todd's channel. We're not talking about you sitting in a room at Cornell University. We're talking about this particular place. That's not what this was about. This was not a training exercise. This was not Todd doing something to try to benefit society. This was Todd and the other people there trying to tear somebody down for their
Yeah.
own purposes.
If it was a training exercise, why did Todd feel so
Block all
comfortable
of us.
bringing Rabbit and Aunt Andrea's sex life into it?
Why didn't he have Rabbit on the panel if it was a training exercise?
Yeah.
Why did he get pissed off at Shiz when she came up? Why wouldn't he talk to me about it? I deal with death every fucking day.
Why are him and Ryder trading rabbits?
Why
dick
are they
pics,
like
and videos?
Yeah. Why are they best friends now all of a sudden? It's not a fucking training exercise.
Well, I don't believe they're best friends at all. Just
Okay.
because they're able to have a civil conversation, which I was present for, doesn't mean that they are.
Bro, they have been sucking each other off for the past 5 months.
Why does that have
So
to get
fuck off.
sexual? It doesn't make any sense.
miss
We're
me
having
with
a
that.
civilized conversation. Like, you know,
Miss
doesn't
me
need to
with
go
that,
there.
bro.
He's Canadian. They don't like talking about sex.
Montreal is like Canada's Las Vegas, and that's my hometown. I promise you that's not what the issue is. I'm actually trying to be sensitive about the material we're speaking about, and that's why I'm not speaking very
Oh, now
crass.
you want to be sensitive? Now you want to be sensitive?
Sensitive
After
the whole
the
time.
fucking month, 2 month, 3 month long shit that Todd's been spewing, now you want to be fucking sensitive?
Have I been part of that
question.
Fuck yourself, dude. Fuck
Okay.
Here's a
yourself.
question for you. Before Rabbit
Yes,
pissed
go.
Todd off, all of Todd's content was going after Chris Ryder. Why has it switched now to going after Rabbit? And Chris is now a hero.
And that's a good question, and maybe I'll ask him the next time I'm in one of his chats. But I was saying before, I never really follow it that closely.
Chris actually took out a protection order against Todd and accused him of stalking Tiffany's daughter.
Yeah,
But now all is forgiven, apparently.
Well, and I did find that the conversation I was on with the two of them last week, they did bring that up. But again, like because of the present protection order, they weren't able to really get into the intricacies of either present or past protection orders. So I was kind of curious myself in terms of how or if that was resolved between the two of them. But again, like I said, they weren't really able to get into too much just because of the court order and conditions.
Oh yeah, and at that time when he had that order against him from Ryder, oh, thank you so much for saving these videos. Thank you so much for sending me these videos. Spending hours looking for clips for me for court. You know, I'm close to the same fucking age as Todd. I'm fucking retired too. So you saying I should get a fucking life? I can sit and record and walk away. I don't have to sit there and watch it because I can go back and I can hit transcript and I can see every fucking thing that's said. But when it's convenient for Todd, it was great that I was saving the fucking videos. But now that I'm saving his videos to help out Rabbit, oh, I'm the worst fucking piece of shit there is.
Yeah, and he's threatening Rico and all kinds of stuff.
And you do know that, you know, speaking of being a piece of shit and all that stuff about Todd, is that he has now doxed and put in jeopardy 3 separate innocent women.
Again, I can only comment on what I've actually been present for or witnessed.
Oh, he's talked about it multiple
And I'm commenting
times.
on your comments you put in chat and what you
Yeah,
said.
no, sorry, man. I should have answered. I answered. My responses were out of order. I was responding to Secret first, but you were the first one to bring that up. You're right. Like, you know, you're retired and you're free to do what you want to do with your spare time. I find it a bit bizarre because from my perspective, I think you might be getting tangled up in things or getting used, but you're right. It is your free time. You should be able to do what you want. You're retired. You've earned that. So personally, when I'm retired, I'd rather be living in Florida with some season tickets to some minor league baseball or something like that. But man, you, that's cool.
No, I enjoy time with my grandkids. I can instead of recording, these 3 or 4 hour live streams, that OBS, let it record, come back in when I'm done with my grandkids. I can go back in and clip it out, go to the end of it, clip it out. Bingo, it's done. I don't have to sit there the whole fucking time.
Well, I respect that, man. It's actually good to hear that side of you. I respect that. That's cool.
It's just you're being fed bullshit when it was convenient for everybody helping him. It was great. But now that everybody's helping Rabbit, we're the worst fucking people in the world.
I think it's challenging, right? Like, there's obviously a lot of like tension, animosity, and whatnot, and what gets thrown around in the tension and animosity is like the insults go both ways, and it could be like, somewhat playful and somewhat fun. And there's actual serious topics too, right? My thing is, again, like, on this whole the 911 thing, I totally understand where people are coming from with like how it's can come off as like emotionally insensitive or inappropriate and whatnot. But all I can do is answer the questions truthfully from my perspective.
I just think you need to go back and listen to all the bullshit he's put out and all the shit Finkel's put out and see how much you targeted Rabbit.
Yeah, Finkel's actually up near me right now. That's kind of cool. He's but no, and then in all seriousness, like, I'd rather not like dig back, and I'll just kind of ask them myself. Like, I'm not shy to ask questions, and
yeah, but if you ask questions, they're going to tell you a totally different story than what's on video. Look at the campfire. Exchange the story 10 times.
Look at tonight when Todd said that Boot was never a mod on his channel. Well, that's been proved to be a lie.
Boot was a mod.
Todd lies constantly. He doesn't remember his lies. I pointed out one of his lies on my channel.
Sorry, go ahead.
I pointed out another one of his lies on my channel the other day when the last time he had to surrender his weapons. He told the cops that he didn't have any weapons, and that was on his own ring cam footage. He lies constantly and then says, "Oh, it's not a lie," He's not a good person.
Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
He's not a good person. And if you're around him for any length of time, you'll start to see it.
You're going to be like everybody else. When your usefulness ends, that you're supporting him, he's going to find a reason to turn on you, like everybody else.
Yeah, but for me, it's not that serious. I mean, I've been on panels with him already where we can agree to disagree on some things. Like, again, I think that's how, I don't know, maybe that's just how my quirky brain works, but it doesn't get to me. It doesn't throw me off. But like, I can understand how it's more personal, especially if you're personally connected with people and whatnot. And if you're boots on the ground, no pun intended with you, Boot, but if you're boots on the ground, North Carolina with each other and doing all that stuff, I get how it can get personal and everything like that.
For me, 18 days straight on me, harassing me.
Sorry, I didn't hear you, man.
I said he went 18 days straight harassing me,
saying that you did stuff to your grandkids and things like that.
Talking about my granddaughter and everything else. And he's done the same thing to Rabbit and Secret and Boot and Killa and everybody else that used to support him. It's helped him.
And again, I think that could be something that y'all need to iron out or address. Or, I mean, if you think he's a scumbag, I mean, that's cool too, man. You're entitled to your opinion.
There's no ironing anything out with him because he blocks everybody. So we just make fun of him, and he, goes deeper and deeper and digs in and, poisons people. And eventually, if something happens, he might accuse us of being a murderer.
I give it another 6 months, and him, I think, will be into it again.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. I understand the whole thing about it's only YouTube and all that. And if you set aside the stuff about Rabbit and other panels you're on and that, you're just sitting there talking to somebody and it's no big deal. But I'm wondering, in real life, would you associate yourself with a racist or a misogynist or somebody who constantly says shit about Jews?
Homophobic.
Yeah.
I appreciate the question. So,
Stop
President, sorry, go ahead.
Stop saying that. I know that.
Why can't I? That's generally how I speak.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, before I was interrupted, part of my line of work is actually working.
I won't interrupt you anymore. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Part of my line of work is
I'll
actually
just sit
working.
here quietly because I know it annoys you.
It doesn't annoy me at all.
Party what?
It doesn't annoy me whatsoever. But as I was saying, part of my line of work is actually working as a counselor in very violent, escalated scenarios and workplaces. What that does is I'm around chaos 24/7, 365. You name it, I hear it. And part of being around that is you really have to get good at verbal de-escalation, which means you can tolerate just about anything and it just rolls off your back and you can get to the common denominator and the common ground, which is just having a conversation with someone despite not necessarily agreeing on, well, anything.
Yeah. Okay. I understand you now.
And it's really like, I think that's what's missing in society too. I mean, I miss, like, look at politics right now. Everything is just so chaotic in between, not just in the United States, but in my country too. Like, there's no civilized dialogue or discussion. It's all mean spirited rage, everything like that. I miss, like, yeah, you can think the guy's an asshole, but you can still talk. You can still listen. You know what I mean?
No, because I've tried to talk to him before, and
I totally
he,
understand. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, anytime I've tried to go up there, he disagrees with something I say and calls me a slag and a coos and a fat cunt and says that I'm, the whore of Babylon and, just for saying an opinion. You don't understand how he is.
No, I've seen it. I've seen that for sure.
And so you want to continue to associate that and not call out as BS?
I mean,
But
if
if
you're
it's
for
our own-
mental health, you already call him out for that because that's not good for his mental health.
So all good questions. First, so I know I kind of heard even from like viewing your guys' panels, so this is not exactly new behavior or whatnot. So when I see anybody engaging with them, I'm already kind of assuming that like people are already kind of aware of what the reaction is going to be. And normally, if this was like a different scenario, like, if I'm in the physical setting, if this is at my job, or if this is like an actual like something I was attending in person, I would intervene. What says is the internet, and sometimes people like the confrontation, people like the wild and the fanatic behavior and everything like that. Sometimes it's just cool to look back and watch it because honestly, it doesn't really feel real. It's a disconnect. It's almost a form of entertainment, which is another reason why I find that like I can totally see where everybody's coming from in terms of finding like this insensitive about the topic because someone passing away is not entertaining. So I get that too. I really do.
I mean, all he's doing is making money off of it.
Now, to be fair, he did, at least any panel I participated in, he did say that they were not. Sorry, I'm struggling to find the word too.
There were no ads, but yet here's my PayPal, here's my buy me coffee, here's this. Fuck you with that.
He still took super chats.
Yeah, Finkel sent him $500 on one of those.
Mm-hmm.
That's not turning monetization off. That's
are you
just
really-
same shit he did in North Carolina. He made them videos on them people just to make money, just like he is on this.
You really that oblivious?
Go back and
Who's
watch the
oblivious?
replays. Members only, which means you have to pay for it. And then there's ads. So
And it's not
fuck
even
off
the
with that.
cheapest membership. It's $10 to $12 a month.
But you sat there and you heard him say this isn't monetized, and you totally missed the fact that he was advertising his Venmo and buy a coffee and was taking super chats and thanking people for the super chats.
Well,
First
I look
rate
at that.
Todd is that Todd lies.
And look at that as more he's offering up. Like there's the regular monetized services, but then like for that those specific shows, he was editing how his show was being streamed, which
Oh,
meant
he's
like
such a saint. Oh, he's such a saint. Oh, shut
no,
up.
I'm just answering your question.
It was okay for him to make money off of people's grief.
No, I didn't say that either. But again,
If you watched any of these streams and saw anything other than targeted harassment, you're delusional.
I can agree to disagree on that.
Yes, I hate that phrase.
You're delusional.
I've been called worse.
You want to know, and I know you have your own idea, but you want to know the big difference between you and me? Is I cannot just sit and listen to a racist in real life or out here. I cannot sit and listen to somebody call a woman a fat cunt just because she had the audacity to disagree with you. I cannot sit and listen to a guy call people bagels because he doesn't want to take the balls to say that he hates Jews, and call them basketball Americans because he doesn't have the balls to let people know he's talking about black people. He doesn't have the balls to stand up for his own fucking bigotry, which makes him even worse than if he was wearing a white robe and a hood. That's the difference between you and me. Is I can't stand for that shit. I can't
why
just
they
sit
could-
here and go, oh, well, that's him. And I have to deal with all kinds of people. I spent my life dealing with all kinds of people too. But I don't care if they were my fucking boss and they were saying the kind of shit that Todd says, that I would not call them out on it. Anyway.
And Finkel would have stood with you if it was a year ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
And why
And
make
I
a
don't
stream
care if it's
knocking black people and putting all that racist stuff on your channel live, and then completely hide the video? I mean, don't even put it under members. Completely hide it after you've done it.
because you're embarrassed by your behavior. And I don't care if it's YouTube, the grocery store, fucking Zoom calls, someone on who else ever else it is. I will never, ever not say anything.
So in terms of why I think he's privating the videos, I think he's trying to come up with a way where he can like gain some sort of financial profit in terms of the people trying to have accessibility to the videos. And look at it like, because he's explained on the streams I've been on recently, like this is a job for him. This is a business platform, right? So I just think that could be his way of trying, and you guys have pointed out well too that he's lost quite a few subscribers and the viewership count is down and everything like that. So from my perspective, I look at it like he could be doing a different business model or a different financial plan on how he wants to run his channel, and that's his channel. And people are free to agree or disagree on what his business model platform is. But at the end of the day,
if he's trying to make money on it, why take it completely down? Why not just put it behind members? He's taking it completely down nobody can watch it. So he's not making money on it.
And why would you
Hey, Boot,
support
toss me down
or,
for a second. It's okay if I can come up.
or pay money to someone who behaves like that? Why would you enable that?
Well, I do see platforms like how can I say this? Like Andrew Wilson, or different political figures. We shouldn't call them political figures. Like you guys know what I mean, though. Like talking heads on the internet.
Other racists, other
Yeah.
misogynists. So you
Sure.
want to support them
By the
too?
way.
So what I was getting at is, so obviously there's a platform for those individuals where people are tuning in for whatever reason to.
Because they're racist and misogynistic.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Did you know that Todd loves to restream Andrew Wilson?
Yeah, I was actually on a panel the other day, and he was restreaming them.
Mm.
Because I wouldn't watch. I would have no desire to watch anybody like Andrew Wilson or any of those those fleck of whatever people. Zero desire to watch any of those channels if I was not a racist or misogynist.
And I appreciate your perspective. My perspective is I'm fascinated by what people's views are or opinions are, whether they're mine or they're different from mine. I'm very curious. I get interested in stuff like that. For example, if I'm a Yankees fan, I want to know what the Red Sox fans are saying. I really do. I'm curious. I want to know if they're happy, if they're miserable.
How is that the same as being a racist? By knowing what a sports team thinks. Sports team think.
You don't know about the Yankees. You don't know about the Yankees, Red Sox.
I guess I don't know the
No, but what I was comparing it to is you'll have very radical views on both perspectives, right?
About sports.
No. Oh, no. I meant like just like very contrasting opinions on a lot of things, right? It could be about race, it could be about gender, it could be about region. Like, look, even when I come on this panel, I don't know how many people come at me for being Canadian, right? I'm just cool, man. That's awesome. Give it to me. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. People should. That's the whole thing, is that you're the kind of person that you're more worried about that people, that you're from Canada or they're a Yankees fan or a Sox fan or, something like that. Why the fuck do people not care that there's it's because they're black? Who fucking cares where you're from? Who cares what color you are? I don't give a fuck that you're from Canada. If you're a decent human, I don't care.
I wasn't trying to insinuate that. What I was trying to do is demonstrate how people have contrasting views or contrasting opinions on everything, right? Regardless of the subject. And I just happen to find it interesting to hear what all sides are saying.
Well, being curious is one thing, enabling is another.
Well, KFAR joined. Let's see what contrasting opinion he has.
Sorry. Hi, KFAR.
Oh, hey. You fuckers woke me up. I'm
sorry.
Are you at work?
No, I was fucking asleep.
Well, in a few months, it'll be a crying baby waking up, so get used to it.
Yeah. We're just training you.
So I just had some questions. Oh, it's about to be my 6th kid. I'm well versed. So I just had some questions for GJM real quick and some, I don't know, YouTube information on his thoughts on Todd putting his stuff behind a paywall, deleting it, yada, yada, yada. So the first, I think it's a simple question, a common sense question. Would you consider someone a sex offender for inviting children to a child's birthday party?
Sorry, I just want to this is a subject that I'm very sensitive about, so I just want to make sure I hear it completely. Do you mind repeating it one more time?
Would you consider someone a sex offender for inviting children to their children's birthday party?
No. I have young kids too, so no.
Okay,
So
well,
that's why I asked you to rephrase. I was like, I didn't want to make sure. I thought I heard what you said, but I'm like, no, I don't want to inadvertently miss what you said.
Todd and Chris has outright called me a pedophile for inviting children to my child's birthday party. And it happened on GS's panel. He said, yep, and then he throws that at me every time he can because I invited children to my child's birthday party. And then just on the YouTube thing, I don't think GS understands how YouTube monetization works, because you said that he's trying to monetize his content. The best way to monetize your content is to hit the monetize button and make it public. And then Todd also complains regularly about how his channel isn't growing. The best way to grow your channel is to make your content available to as many people as possible and not gatekeep it to the 3 people who are members of your channel.
I should clear it up because you brought up a good point. But when I was giving my opinion of like what his business plan was, that's kind of from my perspective. Like, I don't know anything about how like YouTube works or algorithm. How I'm using a generic photo for my picture here. Like, I'm clearly not the most well versed on the subject. So I was just kind of like,
no, that's why I came up, because I figured you didn't, but at the same time, I don't think he understands either.
Yeah, and that very much could be the case. Like, again, everybody has their own vision for their own platform and what they want to do, and there could be positive and negative strategies or benefits to doing things a certain way. Yeah, but no, you're not a pedo for inviting kids to your kid's birthday. It might be crazy because of the loud noise, and that happens in my house often. And my God, but
like I said, I'm about to be on my 6th kid, so loud noises isn't.
Yeah, you're nuts.
I'm immune to that.
Nuts is the problem.
Yeah, they really are. Like I said, Muck, I triple deked her birth control, and that's how this one happened. Surprise.
Can I say one thing though? I appreciate y'all having me on and everything like that. And I know I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, nor am I trying to be. I do apologize if I've said anything that's like made people feel like I'm insensitive about the victim that passed away here, and Andrea. I definitely don't want to be misconstrued in that fashion. And you can review any records where I've been present. Like, I've never tried to argue that the outcome was not what it's already been determined as or anything like that. I'm literally just going at it from my numerous experiences in these different scenarios, and it's just been it's just been reviewed to death by so many physicians at how it's beneficial to talk these things out and what you're feeling.
Then why not stand up to Todd and say, I don't think there's anything suspicious about this?
I mean, all you can do is get mad at you and scream at you like you did us.
That's the difference, guys, is you're not supposed to even chat. Like, that's how bizarre the workshop is. Like, it could be like, I think the sky is blue, and the next person says, I think the sky is green, and you're dead set. You're firm on that's what you believe. You're firm,
and you understand that Todd has no connection to this woman, right?
You're enabling him,
and you know that Todd has 0 experience in speaking about this, so you're not educating him.
It's not about
along with what he was saying. You were enabling what he was saying. You did not educate him.
It's not enabling. It's not educating. You're literally supposed to just put your social attitudes out there. That's the whole point of it. And then at the end is you're supposed to find common ground to still identify and work through your differences to find a way to support the people through receiving the care.
Oh my god, that is the
But
biggest
none of
load
that's
of
happened.
shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
I'm dead serious. It's true. Dead serious.
He's
I
the
think
one harassing the husband, though.
Yeah, it's not a fucking workshop.
I
Go
think
go
this
back to
comes
your
back.
workshops
No, I
where
think
people are
this
paying
comes
to be there.
back to the key problem. If I'm going to accept everything that you're saying about yourself, is you went into this like it was a workshop, an exercise, whatever. And that wasn't what Todd was about. Todd didn't want to learn anything.
Muckster.
Nor did any of those other people that were there on the panel with him. Um, Rabbit's ex-girlfriend or that Piqua lady that absolutely hates Rabbit. That is not what they were there for. They did not want to learn about mental health. They did not want to learn about suicide. They just wanted to sit there and take Rabbit down. And so you just had the wrong concept from the beginning.
All they wanted to do was defame and hurt Rabbit's nonprofit, hurt Rabbit's mental health, hurt Rabbit any which way possible they could, up, down, from the back, around, everything. It's all they cared about.
They want to assist Andrea's father in taking everything from Rabbit.
So,
including Rabbit.
I have a question on that. So, I wasn't on that panel, but I did catch most of that. I don't know if you call it episode or show or whatever you want to call it. My question is, if people are allowed to criticize one side of things, why, like, what was the problem with having that panel? You can disagree with what they're saying and everything like that, but what?
The medical examiner ruled it a suicide.
Because
It has
crack
been
is whack.
closed.
Because it's all harassment. It's all people that was ran off from the camp.
It has literally been nothing but a smear campaign against Rabbit from Mr. Matthews because Mr. Matthews fucked up in a situation and now he's trying to cover his ass so it doesn't get out.
Can I tell you one thing to show you Todd's objectivity? And he likes to say he's being an investigative reporter. I was talking to Todd the one time, and I said, "Have you heard the accusations that Angie's father was abusive to her?" And Todd said, "Yes, I did." And I said, "Well, did you investigate that?" And he said, "Yes, he asked him, and her father denied it." That was all the investigation Todd needed.
That's ringing a bell. Actually, were you and I on a panel when did you ask him that? Yeah. Okay.
You guys were on the same panel.
Okay, yeah, you might have been there at the time. I don't know. Yeah. But I mean, that shows that he's not really looking for the truth. I mean,
And you started calling Muckster names.
If you're looking for the truth, fine. Yes, like if somebody said to me, GJM killed his first wife, yeah, I might ask you, hey, is that true? And if you say no, I'm not going to stop there. You know what I mean? But that's all Todd needed was for the person who was accused to deny it. And he was like, oh, okay, because I'm more interested in taking down Rabbit.
Can I ask you a question on that?
Sure.
So you gave an example, like if I killed my first wife, luckily I only had one wife, and you said you wouldn't stop there. You wouldn't stop there if I said no.
Right.
When would you stop?
Well, after I'd investigated enough to convince myself. See, here's the thing, and I know you will not believe this because of the conversation we've had tonight, but I can actually be a very objective person. I have defended Todd, and I have not liked Todd since the minute I've met him, but I have defended him on some of the stuff they've said about him. I can be objective. So if I was, investigating you, I would go through every channel I needed to and look at police reports and all that until I was satisfied. And if I decided you were innocent, I'd say, you know what, guys? I was wrong about that damn Canuck. I don't think he killed his wife, although I'm not too sure about the way he treats dogs.
Okay, but that's a dangerous. I appreciate your honesty, but that's a dangerous perspective because then you're criticizing Todd and the other guys on there because you're saying, well, there's a medical examiner report that should be enough. But you yourself just said you review the reports, but you in the end would be the one that makes the conclusion.
Here, can I piggyback off that real quick?
Wait. Let me just quickly say, no, but that's the point. I would look at the reports and then I would be satisfied. That's what I'm saying. That's you know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to piggyback on because I was going to bring up like a real world situation from that camp and D. Garrett, who said, "Oh, I didn't do what I'm accused of. I didn't do this. I didn't do that." And then Chris came out and said, "Oh, I don't know what I can say on Boots' channel, but
well, this one isn't monetized, so I'll take a chance.
Does it rhyme with fiddler?
He raped his 12-year-old half sister.
So
12-year-olds.
And he denied it and denied it, and then Chris denied it and said, "Oh, I asked him. He said it was like this." I have more information than Chris because I'm actually in contact with the sister because journalism. But I don't want to put too much out about what she's told me privately. But like,
yeah, we want to be sensitive about the victim.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. So he put out, he was asked and said something happened this way. And then I looked into it, saw the court records, looked up him on the sex offender registry, and turns out it happened exactly the way we think. He's just denying it because it's hindering his life. But when you diddle a 12-year-old, you deserve to have a lot of pain in your life. But I think that's what Muckster was saying. Like, if you ask somebody and they say, "Oh, no, I didn't do this," but if they look into it and it's like, "Oh, well, all of these records say you did,"
that was good enough for Todd too.
Or in the case we're talking about,
hold on.
Yeah, go for it.
The case we're talking about, I am prime example of number one. Is I was up on a panel with Rabbit. Chris Ryder came in and was like, "Why are you on a panel with a murderer?" I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I had no clue as to what he was talking about. So guess what I did is I asked questions. I talked to people. I did these things. I researched myself. And guess what? My end conclusion was that autopsy report and the investigative report that said suicide. Done. Closed fucking book.
And on the D. Garrett thing, because everybody was talking about it, I looked to satisfy myself too. It took me exactly 2 minutes to find the sex registry that said a girl under 12.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly where it's at because it was like gross sexual imposition
under 13.
And then, it has a little thing that says his victim was 12, and it's in red to make sure you can't miss it.
But Todd's position on that was that D. Garrett became a Christian, and so all is forgiven.
All is forgiven. And Rabbit?
And he's no longer registered or something.
He's still registered, but Rabbit became a Christian.
Yeah.
And he throws that in Rabbit's face all the time.
Yeah, he actually put him down for that. Oh, all of a sudden. Well, yeah, that often happens after someone has gone through something traumatic like that. It's the old "there's no atheist in foxholes" kind of thing. Yeah, when people go through trauma like that, they often look for something like that to hold on to. And Todd himself has said he's only been a Christian for a couple of years. So what's he?
But he calls himself an Old Testament Christian, which
I know
there were no Christians in the Old Testament.
But anyway, yeah, the whole idea of them doing any kind of research and that to look for objective, it doesn't exist.
I was actually going to piggyback off of something from earlier when you guys were discussing that panel and like why it should be criticized. The one where GS, I keep wanting to call him Todd M for Mester Bryant, but I'm trying to call him GS. when he brought all of those people on panel, and I said crack his
Oh,
back
yeah.
or whatever. The way I do things like this, or the way I judge if a witness or something along those lines, if they can be trusted, is if you take a step back and you go, what motive do they have to be telling the story that they're telling?
Yeah.
And like one of them was like a business partner who is not as the best reputation, who is kind of kicked out of every group. You have another, I think the female wanted to see Rabbit's dick more than Todd did. So it's like, okay, that's probably why she's here. And it seems like everybody on panel had that type of story where they were kicked out of some group or ostracized for whatever reason. And now they're like, oh yeah, now we hate Rabbit.
And
Not
now,
quite
and
though. Like,
also,
I was with that. Like everything you said, I don't disagree with. There was that one couple from Illinois. That's what kind of threw me off. Like, which one of these is not like the other?
they're all exactly the same. And that's the problem, is that nobody actually wants to take the time to sit and talk with Rabbit offline and show the receipts. I put them out there. There's all receipts of how those two ladies took advantage of the landowner who had dementia. There are receipts where Don Carney went to court for Rabbit. There are receipts of Carney stealing from Rabbit, and that's why he was that's why he was told he was no longer part of the Savage Saints. But no one wants to hear that.
I don't trust Don Carney as far as I can throw him. He doesn't look
No,
like a large
all these
man, so
people
I feel
have a
like I feel like I could javelin him a few feet,
Yeah.
but I don't trust him very much.
So it's the exact reason why there was that crossover panel with Killa, Boot, HPS, Angel, is because we were all under the impression of one side. It took that crossover panel for a bunch of us to go, the fuck are we doing? And come to find out, these are cool people.
Just remember, everything's my fault. Muxer will tell you.
Definitely.
It's always
Everything's my fault. I feel like I was the last one who. I feel like I was the last one who got the knife. And I
and KT's Ed, I think.
Yeah, I haven't really done much with it. He also said I threatened him when I said I would bury his channel in my backyard next to BSBT's. But apparently that's a threat to Todd.
And you threatened
But it really
Fingal
doesn't
too.
matter. But it really doesn't matter why we're trying to explain this to GJM, because I've gotten a bunch of messages since I've been up here to like tone it down with you. Because you know all this. You're another innocent auditor. You've been in chats for many, many years, and you're playing the fucking, I don't know what game you're playing. I don't fucking care what game you're playing. I just know is that anywhere that you are, I just won't give you the time of day anymore. You're not a good human at all.
Also, I'm about to go back to sleep, but I wanted to leave you guys with this. This one's for Todd. Any of us could do a live stream of our feet and get more views than Todd. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Correct.
But that's it. Everybody go to sleep. It's fucking 2:00 in the morning for me. Everybody go to
Are you
sleep.
kidding me? It's only
Yeah, it's like 3:00 in the afternoon. I live in Fantasyland. Yes, we get it.
Yeah. So I don't know why we waste our time with people like Innocent Auditor, GJM, Bow, any of those people. They don't fucking care. They're here for the drama. They're just here to make whatever they want to do, cause conflict, blah, blah, blah. I just will not give him the time of day anymore. Because if you truly cared, you would have done your own research before jumping into a panel and pretending it was an exercise. So
I'm not giving
fuck off
I'm not
with
giving
that.
up. I'm not giving up on GJM.
Hey man, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's fine by me. But I definitely haven't not been at it for multiple years. And the other thing is too, I'm definitely not an auditor. That'd be counterintuitive since I've worked for the government before. But Yeah, I mean, to each their own. That's cool.
Well, I definitely do thank you for coming up, GJM. Obviously, there's gonna definitely be, kind of a collision of personalities and minds and logic and everything. Um, but either way, I definitely do appreciate you coming up. Sorry I didn't really chime in much. I want to make sure I got other people to come in. And on top of that, I mean, once it kind of took off, I just, I don't know, kind of felt like the bus already left. So
At least you came up. You have more balls than Todd.
Well, I
Yeah, he
appreciate
won't come
that.
up and
It
confront.
was a
He
fun
won't come up
battle.
and talk to us about what the bullshit he's telling.
yeah, he
And
left
that's
a
that,
comment
that's my
earlier asking if he could come up on panel. And then, he said, hey, you should let me up on panel sometime. And I said, hey, yeah, the link was posted the last time and made sure to post it again tonight. So
Yeah, what the heck, man? This is like I'm in the same time zone as KFAR. What the? That's why I never popped up before. I'm usually like unconscious for work, so I don't even know what's going to happen in the morning here. But yeah, no, it was fun. I appreciate you having me on. I don't aim to be everybody's cup of tea. I don't aim to, uh, be liked and valued by everybody. I just like to listen to everybody's perspective and point of view. I would really struggle against the whole like, oh, I search for drama, considering I'm definitely not a known person online. I still have my generic little photo here for my display picture. So, but hey, the nice thing is, y'all, it's we can agree, disagree, and we can part ways and enjoy our civilized, happy lives.
I can get down with that, man. It's a lot more productive than just, yelling and screaming. Because trust me, I've done that before too. So
And yeah, like, and it's fun to have banter too, right? Like, I'm not against it at all. Like, man, if you can dish it out, you gotta take it and go with it. And I don't mind getting blistered a time or two. Actually, funny story. The only reason I pick on Swag is because he says he's from North Carolina, and I lived there to play professional baseball years and years ago. So I don't actually have a crossword with him, but I just enjoy stirring the shit up with him.
I think Swag kind of likes it too.
Yeah, don't ruin that for me though. Don't ruin that. That's my little banter going with him.
You get now, though, that this isn't about drama. This is about real lives.
Yeah, but that's boring. Like, I already answered the mental health stuff and everything like that. Then other things just like filtered out like naturally with like name calling and this and that. But like I was genuine when I was trying to say about like awareness and all this other stuff, right? Like you guys gotta understand, like when you're in these things, and I'm not trying to be insensitive when I'm bringing this up, and I know it's ad nauseum at this point, but you hear everything, and that's the whole point of it. As crazy as it's gonna sound, that's literally how it goes down.
So if you're concerned about mental health, reach out to Rabbit.
Yeah, how's his mental health doing with all
How's
this?
his mental health, GJM?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
actually,
so you have
that
no
it
right to speak on it.
bothered him so much that he had to get a court order to get Todd to stop.
Again, but I don't even know Rabbit's information. I don't know.
So then ask him. Reach out to him.
How can I ask someone when I don't know his information?
The channel has
All
his
over
email
his
address.
channel, you idiot.
Why doesn't
Do
like
your-
a mod
do your
put
research.
why doesn't a mod put Rabbit's channel in the link? That way he's got somewhere to go. Give the man a path is what I would say.
Yeah.
And then let him go from there. Obviously you can't force anybody to do anything, but at least if someone's going to claim, hey, I don't have this or that, then I would say give it to them and let them go from there. Like I said, you can lead a deer to water, you can't force them to drink. So I
And
would
if
say
you're about
in
mental
this
health,
case-
you need to think about everybody's mental health.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Again, I was only speaking in the platforms that I was speaking in, But another thing is too is no, I'll leave it at that. Actually, that's fine. And yeah, if that can be provided, that's cool. I'll reach out to the guy. I legit see. I don't even know about the. I'm seeing the link now. The Benghazi part. I would have never been able to find that at all. I had no idea that was even his name.
Which is funny. It's because Todd has said it so many times during those 911
He said it
calls.
yes. He said it Friday when you was on the panel when y'all was all
Right
making a joke about it.
Well, he's got
About
the
what?
link. He's got the
Benghazi.
link now.
I have the live, like you said. I record everything. You
Yeah.
could have had it. I Secret even showed a clip of it tonight. You was right there on the panel, and you even spoke about it.
About the name Benghazi.
Yes, you did.
I don't even know what the hell. Okay, fair enough. I mean, if I did it, I'll own it. But I definitely don't think. I'll reach out. How about that?
That's trivial at this point. He has the link. He knows.
Yeah.
It's up to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You
look, he's either gonna reach out or he's not. I mean,
Yep.
it's like what I was saying. You can't force anybody. You can just try to be as good faith as you can, and they either are gonna be or not. I'm not saying that he is being or isn't being good faith. I'm just saying that's my outlook on it.
You know, let me just say one more fucking thing though. I have to get this out. God damn it. I'm glad you're back on your channel, Boot. Thanks for having us up and thanks for letting us do this.
Yes.
Thanks for letting me have a meltdown, and I'm sorry.
That's all right, guys. You know, that's the thing is I get what everybody is saying. Believe it or not, a lot of things I heard tonight, it's not the first time that I've heard it. And not even from like the same people, just from other people in general, right? So I can definitely understand how, you know, tensions can rise and things can kind of clash. It was a little rough there a few times, but I do feel like at least there was some type of communication made. You can look at it as productive or not. I think that would be kind of left up to everyone's opinion, but definitely with some, you know, some, I would just say, hopefully positive communication.
Yeah, man, absolutely. How could it not be? Like everybody was able to have a civilized discussion. It was good. It was, yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, is there anything you guys want to say before I take you each down? We can start with GJ, Emmer, Muckster. I don't care whoever wants to start first.
You gotta toss me out first. That have the effect. You gotta toss me out first. You gotta tell me off.
Oh, I don't have anything to tell you off about, man.
There's
That's why I said you
people
want to come up.
tell me off. It's all good.
Secret, tell them off. I know you want to.
Tell me off. You get the shot in. It's fine. It's the least I could do.
He's not worth my time anymore.
Get a better microphone.
Secret. he's giving you. He's putting his chin out and saying, "Here, you got a free one."
No, not worth my time.
So, and the better microphone thing, I will take that under advisement. So, truth be told, I'm just on my cell phone and I have one earpiece in, and I'm trying to speak quietly because everybody's sleeping upstairs.
Okay.
That's
Well,
fine.
it sounds like there's a smoke detector going off when you talk. So
Actually, that's brutal. All right, I'll take that. I appreciate the feedback.
All right, GJ, thank you for coming up. All right.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too. All right, Secret.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry for anything.
Yeah, I guess you guys just, if you just, yeah.
I trust me, I was listening the entire time while I was doing what I was doing in the background. I mean, look, here's the thing. You guys know the channel Toe for Life?
Mm-hmm.
To be very fair, has he not said very similar things like, hey, you know, YouTube's just YouTube. I disassociate from it. Like, it's not real life to me. It's just something I turn off and turn off. Sorry, turn on and turn off. I'm not saying it's necessarily right or that I agree or disagree with it. But like I said before, this is not the first time that I've heard that being said. And I think that there's a conflict of that personal aspect being mixed and muddied with what is YouTube entertainment. And I think where people get really lost is realizing that there are certain individuals who toted over that line. And that's where the problem comes up is there's a difference between reviewing something and giving your opinions on it. And then there's a difference between just outright slandering and lying about something or just not being very upfront about it. And that's the thing is, like I said, I can see each side of it. I could see how somebody who comes in and is just truly just they're here for the entertainment slash drama aspect of it could be very desensitized from it. And I could 100% understand how somebody who is actually in it feels different about it. I've been in situations before where my world was ending and people who were staying right next to me for 8 hours a day who didn't know any better, they didn't know any better, or if they knew about it, they didn't really care because it wasn't happening to them. That's just what I've noticed throughout my short time on this earth. That's something that happens to humans, right? If it's not happening to you directly, or if it's not somebody that you know directly, you have a propensity to like really just maybe not be near as affected. And therefore you might be more bold in some of the things that are being said. Now, what I did hear from what you guys were saying is there were certain things that were being said, and then there was some claims being made that, well, those things were never said. I would just say to that would be up to people in the future to if you do believe something was said and it was claimed it wasn't, you'd have to pull it up, right? But overall, like I said, I mean, I do feel like there was some I don't even know what I want to call it. I don't want to call it like production or progression, but I do feel like there was maybe a little bit more of a line of communication opened up where it wasn't as tense at the end. Like, I don't know. Anyway, though, MBK.
Is he done?
Yeah, right, dude. I just started fucking rambling on like hella bad. So, MBK,
Are
go
you
ahead.
playing a game and rambling?
No. I was literally staring at Muckster's weird fucking GS pod thing while I'm just sitting here half
The
asleep
gnome.
rambling on. Yeah. I was specifically staring at like the axe and like the design on the blade. So
we appreciate you, Boot, and glad you're back.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Angel?
I'd like can I just say I'd like a couple of minutes backstage with some people?
That's fine.
Um,
I didn't do it.
Secret's getting in trouble.
I know. I'm always in trouble. I'm sorry.
just now, Todd can't cry about you circumventing your ban, I guess, anymore.
Yeah, this was like this was a program where I was under the impression that it was a completely new channel, just utilized the same account and the same email, but
Are your videos still up? Like, do you still have
No.
access to your?
No.
Oh,
all the content is gone. All of the 2,800 some subs are gone.
You'll get there.
you gained
but
100 in it today. I mean, you already bought.
120 in less than 5 hours.
I was 23rd or 24th subscriber. So since I subscribed, you've paid for 100. Good job.
I'm just surprised at like how much of a fucking absolute banger it was. Like, so my heart skipped a beat when I saw that my comment was able to actually go through in chat. But then like the second that I realized that I was still a mod, I'm just like, no fucking way, dude. No fucking way.
That's funny.
And it obviously blew Todd's mind too, because like I said, if you guys saw, he fucking did not know what the fuck to do. He was fucking flabbergasted.
Important in life.
Yeah, did you guys all subscribe and hit the like
I respect
button?
this man. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Corey. Uh-oh. Looks like we got another one. Looks like we got another one. Look at it. He's so desperate for attention. I kept you a mod.
You were never a mod.
I don't think I did, bro. Yeah, you weren't a moderator. You were never a moderator. Yeah, you weren't a moderator. You were never a moderator. Yeah, you weren't a moderator. You were never a moderator.
I'm back.
And now you can.
Yeah, I blocked Terry before.
And now you can stitch the subpar gaming one onto that too.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, Muckster, say law.
Say law. Well, I'm happy for you. I don't know about the whole, boot thing prior, but I guess it's everybody's happy, so I'm happy for you. Yay.
Oh, don't worry. We will be getting into it. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you all. I don't have any outro abilities on this channel because it's a free account now. So, with that being said, peace out. See you next time.